surrounded but you feel alone, I'll be the one, I'll be the one to bring you home. The sun shines but you're cold inside. You tell the truth but you feel you've lied. You're always running but you won't catch up. I'll be the one, I'll be the one to lift you up. We must wanna be burned, 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 burned. We must wanna be burned, 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 burned. We must wanna be.
Good afternoon, Asia. Good evening, North America. Good morning, Europe. Welcome to Rocket League Asia doubles event number 3. My name is Inanimate J, joined in the booth by Biza RL on short notice right now, so I appreciate the hop, skip, and a jump into this one, Biza, as we bring you back for a second week running.
Yeah, not a problem at all. And good afternoon from Australia, mate.
Yeah, good afternoon indeed. I have a funny feeling that the teams actually hopped into this one. They did. We're going to jump right into this one as we have Sacrifice versus Salt Squad in the first round eliminator here. And I think they realized that they started early here, so we might actually just get them to restart here. But just double checking this one here as the teams realize they jumped in early. But yeah, we'll just get this one restarted here. Rocket League Asia off to a great start again today here, as both teams jumping in.
Wouldn't expect anything different, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Nothing different than any other day here. So we'll just grab lobby info here, but want to run you guys through the rosters here real quick. Sacrifice is being rostered with Manuk and Wolfmaster, and then Salt Squad is Ellie and LK. Teams and players really that I don't actually recognize, as I haven't seen them in any of the Rocket League Asia events prior to this one. So it'll be interesting to see them right off the hop here.
The only thing I could see out of Sacrifice with Wolfmeister was that he had 250 ping off the bat. It was borderline between orange and red in terms of gameplay internally. So that might be a big disadvantage for Sacrifice off the bat there.
Possibly. I'm not really sure where the players are playing from. It will be in the Asia mainland, Southeast Asia mainland region, as I am trying to join the new server here. And ALS, can you double check your info? Because it's telling me that the server is not being found. So we get the technical issue sorted out real quick here as we try to get back into the lobby. So welcome to Rocket League Asia. And if you haven't joined us before, we run these ones every week, alternating between 2v2 and 3v3 events. And your casters are Well, okay, Biza, you're in West Australia, so you're at least close. But I'm off the west coast of Canada here, so well, I'm casting at like 10 at night for me. So definitely definitely a bit of a stretch, but nothing I haven't done.
Yeah, and last week you went to about 3 a.m., didn't you?
Might have been 4 after
4 a.m. It was 7 p.m. my time. We started at 12, and then it was 7 p.m. So I was okay. But you,
So
man, you, my friend,
we started at 2 o'clock GMT plus 8.
is it 2? Okay.
Yeah,
I
it's 2
suppose
o'clock.
so.
2 o'clock local.
Yeah.
So it looks.
But it's
like,
interesting. I wonder what Asia's mostly in 8 or back and forth like 7 and 10 or something like that.
I believe it. Well, it depends because I think there are some players out of India as well. So it might be like plus 6 maybe.
6 going back even further.
Yeah. So I mean, the fun thing about this region is that it is very very much multicultural and very much a wide range of players coming in. So I've got the lobby created here. Hopefully ALS can get stuff out to the teams and we can get this fired up right away. As if somebody had told the teams that we were fine to go and they could have kept playing, because I actually had my fingers on the hotkeys, absolutely ready to fire that one. But unfortunately, the teams realized that they should have waited. And I mean, it's good on them that they realized that. I appreciate that. But at the same time, it was the one time I was actually ready to go. So I see.
Oh well, 2v2. I expect a lot of goals today at Nanamit J, and a lot of pause in time. It's funny. I don't usually cast at 2v2. I'm happy with doing 3s, but it's a completely different ball game with a player missing on the field.
Yeah, the thing about 2v2 is you got to be really careful about your rotations and not finding the same spot on the field as your teammate. As soon as you're underneath him or in a spot where you can get beat by a single ball from your opponents, oftentimes it goes against you. And myself and Agony, who might be joining us later, as I do see him in the chat, as he is finally got his computer back online. So I might actually just drop into the booth and let you guys handle the cast. We'll see how that goes. But we do 2v2 all the time with minor league doubles over in North America, and it is absolutely a different beast altogether. But teams are slotting in. We should be good to go this time. Bizel, I'll give you the play-by-play, and I'll chime in as we go.
All right, Sacrifice, Manak, and Wolfmeister, and Salt Squad, Ellie and LK. Got a Legend of Master on tag, so some equal abilities, I dare to say, with these two, but like Nanamit J said early on, unknown about their ability and see how they go. First play goes in the favour of the orange team, does come back into defence. Manak's up. Doesn't get much with their Ellie now to bring the play up to the wall, miss off the wall with the Wolfmeister up and playing, just gone up and down with both of these teams right now. Interesting to see how they're starting at the moment in Nanamit J.
Yeah, both teams just trying to feeling it out. I think this might be the first time on stream for both of them here is an attempt by Ellie, not quite fast enough to get past the retreating Wolfmaster. So we'll see how these teams settle in and handle being under the lights of the stream for the first time.
Ellie's managed to get past one player there, now got a team set play. LK just got two ahead of himself. Not able to capitalise on that. Manak now looking this, brings it past 1-2, looking for it. Just across face of the goal there.
Good attempt there. I believe that was by Matic, trying to find that angle. Just doesn't quite catch the back corner of the net properly, and unfortunately for him, gets cleared away.
Interesting to see Salt Squad sending 2 to the ball on a defensive end, but then when they do send out, they spread. This occasion, they're pretty much just trailing each other in case one misses the ball and the other goes for it. Stop any quick push momentum. Interesting to see how that pans out for the rest of the day. Ellie's going to hold on to this now, since onto the wall. Okay, should get the sit, but Ellie's reset on this. It's opened right up. Defense is coming through. That's Manak with the save, and they hold on here.
Yeah, really good attempt there from the Salt Squad team, just not able to lift it over top of the defenders for Sacrifice here. Will be a best-of-3 series, so losing game 1 not the biggest deal in the world, but as we have moved to single elimination this week to see how much time it actually ends up saving us, as we have been doing double elim for the last couple of weeks. A little bit more pressure, I think, on the players to perform.
Oh, there's a gun. Just floating open there, and we've just seen the double defense coming out there from Salt Squad into that corner, and that's what we're talking about in Nanamit J a little bit earlier. The players coming through and just committing up the ball, leaving the defense right open.
Yeah, totally agree with that one. both players got in that corner, and then Ellie actually misses the boost and gets starved out, not able to cross back in front of their net and make sure they get the save on that one. So Matic taps it in at the back post.
Just in there, Ellie tried to carry that ball for LK, a challenge on the Wolfmaster. Manik on the defense there, both been waiting on this ball. Manik takes the player out. His teammate Wolfie carries it out of defense, looking to use the wall here. Doesn't get the connection, comes back out and maybe sets up for his teammate, and there's no challenge coming forth from Salt Squad and Eva on Sacrifice, so a little bit hesitant minds here. If I was playing in this nutmeg, I would have charged at the ball, and again that might have caused the goal. Risky play. Who knows, at the moment the ball's set back out. Meister goes up, Manik! Nicely done.
A little bit of unfortunate play here for Salt Squad is both Ellie and LK under the ball at sideboards that you don't get that on the replay there, and Manik brings it downfield. Actually, Wolfmaster with the initial ball into the corner. Manik following it up, getting over top of both defenders to put that one in and double the lead.
Manik forward. Gets pinched out to the side. Sacrifice. Good lead thus far. We're under halfway in this first. Best of 3 series, that is, ladies and gentlemen. Salt Squad need to get themselves a goal, at least get some momentum into the game. It's opened up here. Ellie just needs to get the set, carrying through. Oh, does the flip around and lets it bounce off the top of the bonnet there.
Just a little bit of a lob shot here, and Manik is actually right underneath the ball as well. Tries to get any kind of touch on that one to get it away. Ellie, ball was going in anyway, just puts a little style on that, bumping it off that dead mouse topper and in.
Look out the middle. Ellie's off the footing here, just trying to control. Okay to come through. Good communication there. They might be out of place here. It does get cleared out. Blue team just not looking to have the control at the moment. Ellie to take this up to the wall, loses the ball in sight. His teammates also going with him, so just open up. Manik to send this through. It is Wolfmeister with the shot on goal, but not enough power. Tries to flip it here, and at the moment it just seems both teams can't get the play together.
A little bit of back and forth again here. Neither team having any really productive play at net. There's a ball there, I believe, by LK. Just flies as far as midfield with Wolfmaster charging onto it. You really... I mean, the thing about Salt Squad here is you're right. They've been kind of getting that double defense on challenges at midfield. We've seen a couple times now where Sacrifice have beaten to those balls, and they're just not getting punished for those anymore. But I think they might have adapted. They're not quite seeing it.
So looking at this, Wolfmaster takes it up on the wall. You don't see it, but he comes back down, wastes a lot of boost instead of just dropping down and getting in defensive position. Because of that, it opened up, and Ellie was patient enough, and that's what you have to do when the ball's coming off the back net. Wait to see where it's going to go, then capitalise on the opportunity that's at hand.
I've noticed an interesting bug with the spectator view is occasionally the little arrow that shows up over top of the cars when you're at distance is somehow staying on some point, so I'm seeing little weird graphical glitches with the name bars throwing me for a loop here. But tie game here. Could go either way, I think, at this point.
Interesting with that glitch. I haven't seen it, but must probably point it out to me and be like, oh yeah. At the moment, 2-2, scored up game. We didn't think Salt Squad was going to get back into this, but Sacrifice dropped the ball here. Ellie and LK starting to work some magic together. Wolfmaster challenges out of defense zone, does well. Holds the ball up meantime, but they're not in a good place to score. Meister now just picks it up. Manik to carry it forward. Ellie just blocked that one out, and we're going to be going to overtime here in Nanaman J.
Well, barring a 0-second hero goal, we could still see one as it's still in play. But with the amount of space to cover in a 2v2, it takes a lot of effort to keep that one up for as long as you need to score that 0-second hero goal.
Indeed, the ball's going to come back out here. Manik. He wanted that. Just not able to get in the position. Gets pinched back out. He's done the rotation as well. Blue team now setting forward for this. Got a challenge on the wall, and very cleverly done there by Ellie. The mind games, it's very prominent in 2v2 because it's all about working the angles and seeing if you can get the player to move in an opposite way to where you want to go, and it sets it right up. And the defense has been committed here, and this will be the first game for Sacrifice over Salt Squad. Just off a defensive little blunder there.
And Wolfmaster, as you want to talk about mind games, the other thing is too is if you can play 1v2 or 1v1 even, And good things tend to happen, especially when your first and second touches beat a defender each. It's exactly what Wolfmaster did there. Scored the goal to win Game 1 for his team.
Nicely done. They were gone missing, they're saying, Majay, for the last minute of the gameplay. And it's just an opportunity that opened up. With Ellie and LK were actually doing really well, bringing those goals back. They probably went super aggressive on that last point, which opened it up and sacrificed. They've just been patient for that one there.
Yeah, all the Wolfmaster really needed to do was find a mistake coming out of Salt Squad where both of them committed on the sideboards there. The Wolfmaster just had to beat the remaining defender, I believe it was actually LK, and had a wide open cage to score on.
All right, we're going to get to game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. It is a best of 3 single elimination. I think we have the brackets here linked up. I'm not sure if we do, but
the command has been updated, so I will throw that in the chat there right now for everybody.
One big long ass link. As you say that, no one's joined up. So I think there's been a call here for something, and I have no idea. So we're going to have to look like we're going to back out.
Wolfmaster joined up early before I think everybody was in, so we'll just quickly remake the lobby here one more time. As again, first time on stream, the players not quite comfortable with the procedures here. This happens. Everybody had to be on stream the first time once, right? Yeah,
you should just join. One person comes in, everyone should join. Hopefully, you get everyone in there at one hit.
Exactly.
You can wait 5 seconds and then you make the call to jump in. But yeah, interesting to see how they're doing. Salt Squad, we've got to start strong in this second. I think they're playing some really good momentum plays. It's just where they're getting caught out was sending 2 to the same side of clearance of the ball. They need to back their teammates or back each other in, really, when they're going attack on the goal.
Just want to point out, so this is Twitch in the chat. These casters are better than a lot of NA tourney casters, though. I actually am an NA tourney caster. Just want to point that out there. Getting the teams back in here as we
the Kappas. The Kappas are fully out now in force.
Absolutely. As we're just waiting on, I believe it's Salt Squad to get back in here now, as I do see the players for Sacrifice here. There is Salt Squad, who should be ready to go. So ALS, I know you can hear me, just tell them to join up, and it should be fine to go. And then for the next one, tell them that if one joins, everybody joins. We're good. You just have to wait for the first one.
Well, you're an NA caster, but you don't really cast in NA. You kind of do other stuff as well, doing Asian tournaments. And I'm an OCE caster that never gets out of Australia. However, I'm on an Asian stream, which is fantastic. And a very quick play by Ellie there, as I said they needed to do, was start strong. They did on the first attack there, but it's Monarch with the pressure, and now he's got to challenge this ball. Not able to get that one out. Ellie sends it downfield, looking to capitalise. Doesn't set down properly. Loses the footing. LK, well, might be punished here. It's going to set up. Monarch gets up, and there's the first one there for Sacrifice.
Just on board with Manic here, as he's got a lot of distance between himself and Wolfmaster. Has the opportunity to wait and see where that pass is going to go. LK goes underneath it. Ellie out of position to make the save. Easy goal there for Sacrifice.
You can see they challenged as well, and LK and Ellie trusting each other, and LK just missed that one. So just got to tidy up and a little bit of a cleaning out that ball, especially coming out of the defense and getting back on the rotation. And very quickly they've gone forward again, and Wolfmaster's put the second one in. We're seeing a trend from Sacrifice.
Yep. Face-off lost essentially at midfield. Wolfmaster has time and space to pick it up, and then just gets a great ball downfield. Neither player for Salt Squad has recovered after the face-off and is able to put that one in.
Ball's back in the middle. Set back out. Ellie and LK disputing over who's going to go for Ellie this time. Popped up high. Not much boost for Ellie. Can they work it? I don't want to get caught out here saying he or she, because I honestly don't know.
I just go with they. If I can't tell, I just go they.
They, them, it. No, I shouldn't say it. That's mean. Ball's coming back around here. Both of the players from Salt Squad have completely missed this, but they're able to recover. LK now an opportunity. It's open goal. Shoots on. Mark comes through with a save.
Big save there from Manook coming across, blocking that opportunity from LK. As you see Salt Squad, they get their opportunities. They just can't quite make the most of them. And then on the defensive end, they get caught out. Quick breaks back the other way.
LK's getting an opportunity here and looking to guide, but straight into the upright. Ellie's blocked. It's caught on the wrong side of the ball. Opportunities here from Salt Squad. Just not capitalising on them. Wolfmaster's now going to carry this out. LK to hold. Challenge from Manuk. Really liking Manuk at the moment. He's been hot on the ball and he challenges well. Gets on the right side of it. This time he's lost this one out. Ellie's put it in a real dangerous position. LK, again, why are you sending two players to the same pocket? They need to work in unison, not at each other. When it comes through, cuts two off. No one's there on the defensive line. The demo from Ellie does enough to put Manuk off.
Yeah, great demo by Ellie, recognizing that their teammate's out of position to make the save, so they get the demo on the guy who can play the ball. That opens up an opportunity to clear their lines and turn it to offense.
Back over. Not coming out for LK. Manuk gets up here, sends it forward for the blue team. Sacrifice. Looking to bring the ball back in. Ellie's dangerous there. Wolfmeister straight into the player. LK, that's a nice shot, and that's what they needed. There's a goal for the Salt Squad. Nicely done.
Great play by LK here. Waits to see what Ellie's going to do with the clear. Then sees Manuk, just jumps in front of that one. Not able to get any touch on that ball. So LK has the angle, able to get it over top and in. Cuts the lead to 1 right at halftime.
Halfway in the second. Back in the middle, Ellie and Manuk. Good battle from these two. My two favourite at the moment. Fia and LK having just as equally as a good battle too. This time LK getting super aggressive, not on an opponent, but also teammate. Ball reset back into the corner here, Ellie. Interesting touch, brings it back out to the box, able to recover. Got the sit on it, 100 boost as well. Should be able to pick this up if he can carry it. Just lets that one go for now. Wolfmeister now sends us back to the middle. Met by LK. Switch side with the ball. It's going to line up if he can shoot, and he's just overrun that one there. Nanama J.
Yeah, a little bit hasty, trying to get on the end of that one. Just pulls it wide. I'm going to say that Wolfmaster, big miss in net, but no finish from Ellie there. So opportunities again for Salt Squad. They just can't quite find the final touch.
Ball's carried back out. Wolfmaster doesn't reset on the right side. Looks to go a challenge. Ellie whiffed past that one with a fake LK into the back of his own teammate. Again, it's been super aggressive, but nothing really coming out for Salt Squad. They do manage to reset this ball here. Ellie popped up. LK with an opportunity. Manuk gets out to save. Holds it on. Still, the pressure's not relieved here. Wolfmaster does well.
Right there is LK and Ellie. I think it was Ellie more so than LK. Just getting caught in the same corner as the ball, watching it try and fall, and then looking for a weak touch in front to try and open something up. Rather than do that, if they'd rotated back, grabbed boost, and got a bigger run at that one, would have been an easy opportunity to get a shot on goal.
So they're out with the clear. Slots back over to the middle. Ellie looking for something here, loses the wall. It's not enough momentum, looking for a big hit from either player here. LK to send it forward. Wolf and Manuk, they're both at that ball and they've both let this one go. Ellie now shot on. Wolf does well on the line. Ball forward here for Sacrifice. 30 seconds now remaining. Salt Squad with a bit of work to do here as it drops back out. Wolfmaster set this up into a good placement and they're not going to be able to stop that. Oh, the upright denies. We're coming through. Wolfmaster finishes it off, and surely that's a lead that will take him into the next round.
Yeah, both Ellie and LK go for this one, and that's the double commit on defense that we talked about in Game 1. Both of them going for the ball leaves the net wide open as neither one gets a touch. Wolfmaster taps it in to double the lead.
43 seconds, still time. But it means go, go, go for Salt Squad. Okay, just letting this drop out. Backflips himself out of contention there as Ellie comes to clear. Going to have to get a mean angle to set this right in front of goal. It does go in front, and Wolfmeister, I was playing with fire, gets away with it. That timer is ticking down, and that's not going to be good for Salt Squad. As Sacrifice, well, they're about to get another goal there. Well, that was Salt Squad with the goal, but falling short, and Sacrifice will take the win here and go into the second round.
Yeah, good games by Sacrifice here. Both times just capitalizing on the mistakes that Salt Squad were making. Don't feel like Salt Squad played poorly, though. 8 shots on goal in Game 2 there. They had opportunities, just couldn't find a way to put the ball in the net and be able to turn that into productive offense to really win that one for them.
Yeah, it was an interesting battle. from both ends of the scale. But what I really saw was LK and Ellie not really working that well together in terms of communication. A lot of nudge movement from LK, which he did on Sacrifice as well, but also got in the way of Ellie. So a little bit of work for Salt Squad. I think they had some good opportunities to get the game and that, but they just weren't able to talk that well, and the communication, I think, might have been the biggest issue for them. Sacrifice, almost in the same recollect in terms of sending players at the ball again. Just need to make sure you've got one clear defender, one clear attacker, and when you got field, you're working out a strategy to score on goal.
Yeah. Sorry, as I'm updating my overlays here real quick, as we actually have the next lobby ready for the second round ready to go here. I'm going to grab the wrong text file to update here. So it will be a random team against double-double. I haven't had a chance to check these rosters here to see who we're dealing with as far as team rosters go. But I do like the fact that we're not going to go to a break just yet. I think we'll throw it over to one after this round just to keep things progressing nice and smoothly. So just waiting. Oh, did you not get in? That's weird.
No, I'm not in.
Oh, that's weird because we were partied. Just send you the info right now over Steam while I check the info on these two teams. But Psionics, well done with that. In party together, don't join lobby. So on the side of double-double, it would be Rip5s and BetoZac42. And then for a random team, Fat Shady with Roth17. That one's going to be easy.
I have to interject here. This just sounds so great listening to a Wild Bison and Intimate J try to figure out Steam.
Oh, Agony. He decided to join us in the booth here.
I love how it's got called Wild Bison. Very interesting. I don't mind it.
Oh, I called you the Aussie Dervish last week, and I forgot to look that one up afterwards.
Yeah, we still don't even. I still don't even know what that means, but someone enlighten me.
I'll have to look that one up.
Maybe I'll do it.
We have a bit of a second here anyway, so I think we can sort that one out. ALS, I know you can hear me. Can you find the second team here? We're just waiting for, I believe it is double-double to get in the lobby here. Cross-network play not enabled for some players on the server. Okay, so I think we're going to drop lobby here real quick and hopefully get this sorted out. I know everybody in the casting crew should be fine.
Yeah.
I'm actually just going to take this quick opportunity to restart Rocket League because my background sound has turned off for some reason, and it's slightly annoying with tabbing out. So we'll get that sorted real quick as I wait for a message from ALS, our lobby manager / moderator today, that I have teams ready to go. So hopefully this won't take too long.
We gotta join.
Did somebody join that lobby? Well, we had to drop the whole lobby anyway, so I don't think it really matters here. Just gonna actually see if we can get the party sorted out one more time here. I'm not quite sure what happened with that one. So just waiting for a message here.
Hopefully we can get into this.
All right, I got one. Should be good to go here. Hopefully all the players here get themselves their cross-network play sorted out so we can get our console friends in on this one. The game open to both PC and PlayStation 4 players. Oh, Asia production value is at their finest. It's not a Rocket League Asia event if we don't have something go wrong for the first two rounds, right?
Probably for every single round.
Usually, I mean, towards the semis, it sorts itself out.
Yeah. Sorry, man. It happens. It happens. It always happens. More so in Asia than anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, it's a young tournament scene, and actually right now we just have a bit of a shortage of moderators here. The ALS handling chat duty as well as lobby duty, plus answering pretty much everybody on the Discord here. So hats off to him, doing a great job keeping things running, as we're just a little bit short staffed. So if you enjoy helping put on these events, and you want to help build the community here, don't be afraid to send a message to them and apply to help moderate this thing, as teams are joining up here, and hopefully we don't have another false start here. Random team are in double waiting. That's Rip5's Bedozak. We're good to go. Vise, I'll give you the call. Take it away, good sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's round number 2 underway. A random team versus double. Be interesting to see how they play out again. We saw in the last game that it was about hitting that ball and at least playing in the same region, but here is an opening here, and that is Rip5's with the first one.
Off the face-off here, Rip5's just taking control of that one. Actually gets a really good dunk on Fat Shady there, as the slow-moving dribble catches Fat Shady off guard, goes up a little bit too high. Rip5's drives it underneath.
Ball back in the middle, straight charge. And something has happened with Roth 17. Completely dropped out of the game here, but this is going to be play on, I believe.
That is correct. There has been a goal scored, so there is
no reset at all.
There is no restart under the rules.
They are going to be sportsmanship here. Wait for the player to come back. I think that will be the go.
We'll just double check and see if there is a message coming out from any of the admins here, but a little bit of a lob from Bedozak here as Rip5's with the pass. I think Fat Shady's just circling around in the net, realizing that doesn't really want to play this one out, but again, goal was scored. There's no reset in the rules after that point, so result will stand. Play on 2v1, and hopefully somebody, Raw 17 actually comes back for the random team.
It'll be interesting because I think Fat Shady can get an opportunity here. He can work some solo play. He's got to think about keeping that ball close to him in the respective things, because the moment he gives that ball away, he's got 2 players charging down. One could demo him, and like I just said, they almost demoed him to open up the goal. He's got to hold this and just juke him around, get himself a goal. The absolute tops if he can do it. He lines up here right now. Ball's pinched right out. He'll be racing back for that now in 5s. He's getting up high. He's on the wrong side of that. Coming down is Bedozak. And he'll just roll that one in.
Roth in the chat just saying that his game crashed somehow. He will be back as soon as possible. So we do know what happened. It appears to be a Steam/game crash. As I realized I have him on my friends list as well. He did in fact go offline. So hopefully at least game 1 going down 1-0. They're able to come back in games 2 and 3 here, but not a lot to talk about in a 2-on-1 situation here. It's just try to limit the damage and have a little bit of fun with it. There's not a lot you can do.
I think Shady could get themselves into a really good position to just demo people. At the moment, he's challenging the ball, but get into the mindset of these guys that it's not going to be an easy ball for him. When his player comes back, it's going to be intensity. Even though this game is probably now far gone, he can still play a game here, and if the player gets back in for the second game, take it, come back on the third of the reverse sweep.
Yep, I totally agree with you on that one. Even still, there's a lot of time left here. If Roth gets back in this game with probably about 2.5 minutes to play, or if Fat Shady can lower the deficit here and keep it down under 4 goals, I'd say there's still an opportunity to come back and even win this one, but time is ticking away, and they need to find something. Ooh, almost.
Back out for Bitso. He's going to roll this in. That's a little bit of a disappointment. Had no challenge at all and couldn't control the ball. Rip5 comes across. So much time for Fat Shady to get themselves back into spot. He's gone out for the boost here, and that is not a good thing to do. Opens up goal, and there's another one, number 5 for the orange team.
The problem was Bedozak actually took that boost a couple of seconds before Fat Shady started going towards it, so he flips towards a boost pad that's not spawning for another 5-6 seconds. If he'd have dove into the other corner where the shot came from, grabbed that one, might have had a chance to make that save.
But holding the line. That Shady going to play close. 2-0-1, just a slow carry play. Rip Vibes coming through. Shady to clear.
That's Roth 17 back in action.
Oh, he's back. Yeah, beauty. Let's see if they can bring it back. 5 goals in 2 minutes. Let's get into it. That Shady now with the chance is going to recover this. Popped out by Rip Vibes and Roth 17. Well, he spent a lot of time on the forward line, so Fat Shady's got a bit of a challenge to go here. He does win it out. He's going to work at this off the wall. Comes back down. Now got the drop, bringing it through. Nice rotation there from Rip Vibes.
Good block by Rip Vibes there, just getting on the end of that dribble attempt by Fat Shady's. Oh no, Roth 17. Did he crash again? No, not like this. Not like this.
Oh, man.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah. What do you do?
He's in chat going, what? I have a funny feeling that he just went down again.
Yeah, and
Yep.
there is.
There he goes.
He's disappeared.
Oh, is that a goal?
Shady,
That's a
however.
goal!
So you get in the mind of it. Fat Shady's played a solid game, just a 2-on-1. Gets the drop here. Pinch off from the opposition player and finishes it off. Nicely done there, and well, maybe a comeback.
Maybe.
Kappa.
Kappa? Kipapa?
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't think so.
close one.
What do you think? Do they continue to play the 2-on-1 in the second game, or it's a forfeit?
I think it might have to be a forfeit. And I hate to say it because, you know, you never want to see that happen to a team. It really just depends on if Roth can get his game issues stabilized and be able to play.
Yeah.
We can give him a couple minutes to see if it sorts out, if it gets stable. But I think in the interest of, you know, in not forcing the not forcing them to go through the motions on this one, is nobody really wants to play a 2v1. I mean, I know last week we had to play a 3v2 for a number of rounds and actually saw the team make it out of the lower bracket, having played 2v3 for the majority of it, after their teammates' power was cut by the government in a strange turn of events.
Yeah, that was interesting in itself. And Rip Vibes putting the number 6 goal in for the Orange team, looking for the Shady Brazil. Oh, man, Shady, he gets there himself. There's a dunk coming here from Rip Vibes. There's the Brazil.
Sweet.
I wish it was on better circumstances.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's a Brazil, but it's a Brazil with a giant asterisk next to it as the 2v1. I wonder if that's the new boost, if that's not Hypernova, if that might be the new boost. Maybe that's causing it. Not quite sure. There have been reported issues with the new boost out of the CC4 crates causing massive frame drops, and it might be causing crashes in certain situations.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, we actually had a situation on the Shift Pro League cast earlier today where Kronovi actually got asked to change his boost, funnily enough by Lachinio, because it was causing issues. Well,
Shady, not giving up, and when opportunities present, he capitalises, opens one up there. And I hate to think it, but maybe the random team could have had a super competitive match if the player was here.
Yeah,
in Roth 17, but
sorry, just getting a message from Roth in my Steam that he is still trying to get back. So we'll just let the countdown run down here for the full minute, and then give him a few seconds to try and join in at the start of the next one here. But double your winners on this one. Again, big asterisk next to it is it was played 2v1 for quite literally the entire game.
Yep. Well, there's not much really to talk about the fact that it's 2v1 in itself. Probably maybe give some credit where it's due for Fat Shady. Really got some tight, close goals. He had 2 players to beat, got past both of them. A lot of opportunities for him as well, being that he had 6 shots. But you just have a look at it, 2v1 stats in itself. 16 shots from double-double against 6. Yeah, Shady never had a chance from the get-go.
No, not at all. But again, there's just not a lot you can do when your teammate goes down to connection issues, and you know when you've got. I mean, like anything can happen here. Your power can go out, but one of these things in 2v2 especially is have a sub on the roster. You guys are allowed to have a third player on the roster for these kind of things. You can get them in here after game 1 to make sure they get back into the match. Uh, we are going to go to a server switch here, as ALS has notified me that Double Double did have a Japanese server preference. So I will make sure he gets everybody in the lobby. We're going to go back just over to the great little splash screen here as we jump over to the other lobby real quick, and hopefully Roth is able to get back in time.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if Roth can get himself back into this, but I really hope he does, and we get a competitive match come out of the second one.
As so this is Twitch in the chat loving this screen. It's better than the gameplay. I agree. This is, I mean, for casters it's hard. There's not a lot to talk about when you've got players going down to technical issues, and it's really unfortunate. You never want to see that kind of thing happen in a competition like this.
Unfortunately, if I knew every single player and where the strengths are, where their abilities are, what teams they're from, being part of the community for Rocket League Asia, I'll be able to fill the air with a lot of mumbo jumbo with stats from teams and whatnot. But the reality is, I'm not, and there's not much to be produced out of it, as you said, Inanimate J. But we're going to have our fingers crossed for Roth, and let's hope he gets in here. Otherwise, we'll have to sign this game off.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. As one of the things with Asia, talking about knowing the players, knowing the rosters, for the 3v3 community cups especially, the rosters haven't been as consistent as I think they should be starting to become. I know Gravity with Chronix and his teammates, they've been working together for a few weeks now and look to be stable. Rule the Sky obviously still number one team in the region, even with the roster change, with I think Lee Ray's taking a bit of a break and Lemonade Lime and Realize bringing in somebody new. Name escapes me at the moment, which I'm sure it'll come to me eventually. But the one thing that I think Asia really needs is more consistent team rosters, and the quality of play will improve exponentially the longer teams stay together.
Yeah, indeed, and it's just proven over time that not all teams stay together. There is so many changes. I think talking in the region that I'm from, Inanimate J, the top 10, there's 2 to 3 new teams jumping into that top 10, and then every 4 to 5 weeks there is a roster change, and different teams come and go and whatnot. It's the ones that play constantly together and play high up in the tournament, especially for Div 1. They're the ones that stick around, stay on for a long time, but a lot of players will shift and go until they get themselves into a good, steady team. So that's what you're seeing right now, just a lot of teams toing and froing to see how they go and get themselves into a good point. 2007 will be super interesting to see where it all goes. OCE is kicking up, and like we talked last week, RLCS is venturing out and heading into different regions. It'll be interesting to see what next announcement comes from them after the gameplay in Amsterdam, which was amazing in itself. And America, Europe also got big things happening as well. So next year's going to be an interesting year, especially for Asia.
Yep, and it's just a matter of time now before more of the regions get into this. It really just not a matter of if, but when. And I'd be very, very surprised if we don't see at least something from both OCE and South America for the next RLCS. Not quite sure if Asia's there yet. I think having an ESL competition is probably the biggest benchmark for whether or not a region is getting to that competitive stage where they're ready to jump in on the RLCS bandwagon. But those conversations, I'm sure, are happening somewhere. I'm not exactly sure of the details for that. But I am getting word that Fat Shady is waiting for a bit to see if Roth is coming back. I sent Roth a message on Steam, got no response at the moment. But he is willing to 1v2 the last game, so very much game. As again, we see for a second week running a team losing a player and the remaining teammates willing to fight on, even if it looks like a losing cause.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think it should be allowed in 2v2s. It's you need to have your full lineup, otherwise, to restart a game. Otherwise, it's disqualification. But yeah, we'll see what they want to do.
Yep, I totally agree with you on that one. not sure how much longer we're going to give them here, as I think you and I are running out of things to shoot back and forth between us here. But
Yep. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. I think. Yeah. To be honest, I'll be honest with you, Nam and Jay. This is one of the hard things to do as a shoutcaster. If anyone ever gets into shoutcasting, thumbs up. I encourage you to do it, and it's not the easiest thing in the world. You're better off playing Rocket League. It's a lot easier than shoutcasting. But when you get to the point where you got things like this is probably like a nightmare to Nam, Jay, and myself.
Yep, I agree. It's one of the things that you struggle through. You struggle as a caster because you need to fill time. And I mean, I'm pushing the buttons. I could easily throw this to a break, but the situation's developing. We could start the game at any second. So it's just easier for you and I to banter a little bit here, and it's not terrible for people to hear us.
We could just jump in and play, to be honest.
We could, but we won't because it's not the most professional things of us here. But Fat Shady is going to 1v2 Betazak and Rip5s, and we are in Japan now, so the ping will be back in favor of the console players. So we will see what Fat Shady can do. ALS, I think you can still hear me, so you can message them to go ahead and join. And yeah, apparently Roth has messaged me saying that there is no hope his game will not connect. It is just crashing nonstop. So unfortunate for him, unfortunate for his teammate Fat Shady, and we will see if the 1v2 goes in his favor.
All right, game's going to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being patient. It's not what we like to see, a handicap for the random team. One player short and is crucial. Fat Shady doing really well to get 2 goals in the last match, but a whole lot more was scored on him. And not able to capitalise. I think he's just going to have to be challenged this ball non-stop, grabbing boosts where he can. At the moment he's doing well. He's got the pressure on. It's high up for him now. He's going to drop this through. Benzak. I even said his name wrong. Rip5's on. Fat Shady now to work this. He's got a 1v1. He's got to pop it over the top. He does. But sends it a bit wide, and he should reset here. But he's going to continue at the ball, and that's going to be his play here.
I think the mentality of this one needs to be treating it as a 1v1 and making sure that every touch and every challenge he gets is well decided. If he can make sure that the second player for double-double can't follow up a ball efficiently to get a shot on goal, it should work in his favor.
Going to cross us through the defense there. Rip5's looking to bring up the wall. Excuse me. Fat Shady down the line. Now going to hold this on the bonnet. Looking to bring past one. He does one. And Betazak does well. Just to hold him off. Now going to bring this forward. He's going to bait the timeout and try and bring Shady out. And he just challenges the corner. Blocks off the line. It's opened right up. He's just got to get this touch. Too much pace. Just let that one go there.
It's a great opportunity here for Fat Shady as actually just waits for the ball to come off the backboard here, realizes both defenders had lunged at that one, able to hit that off the inside of the post and in. So not sure if Bize's Discord cut out on him or not.
Oh.
Okay. It was a weird drop-off. That I got a little confused there.
That's alright. Situation's a little bit weird being in 2v1 and the one's got himself a goal.
That's true.
Be interesting to see if he keeps us up and actually pegs the game back. Well, as I say, that is a demo. And there is the finish. Nicely done, double-double.
Smart play here. Betazak following up as Rip5 just goes straight for the demo. I mean, you want to talk about 1v1 play right there. I've done that to people in 1v1s and gotten the triple wow out of the chat as very smart play from the team with the man advantage.
Betazak sends it down line. Might as well do Shady can. He's going to be looking at the ball continuously. Comes across. Shady up on the wall. Just waiting for that drop. Rip5 is up for the challenge coming through, and that's a calculated save there on the line, just holding between 2 defenders. He's got the boost, charging down the line. He's going to bring this back in. Rip5's looking to stop this. Betazak does well on the defense. And now there's a reset for Fat Shady.
Fat Shady did really well. They're a little bit unlucky that Double Double got the touch off the backboard because he did really well to roll that along the boards and have it get almost out in front without the defenders touching it. So big opportunity for Fat Shady to go up by 1 again.
Rip Five's playing with fire there in front of the goals. He's now got control of this ball, looking to bring it around. Oh, he's just going to demo out. He's left it open, but that ball hasn't really set up. And the recovery from Fat Shady, he was in that zone. He's able to get that ball and he sends himself out for the boost. Betso's got the sit and will finish it, put the second one in.
Yeah, I don't know if the right decision here was to go for the boost, as both players, they were able to turn on that one and get to the ball. I think if he just tried to continue challenging it and try to grind it out, get it to midfield where he had a little bit more time to get boost, might have been a bit more effective for him to defend.
I'm thinking first way Fat Shady needs to go is continue on the small pads. Stay away from the big ones unless he drops in those zones and he's close, he can take them. But, you know, he needs to work on his midfield play game. That's where he's going to be able to shut down a lot of play. At the moment, this is interesting. He's letting that ball go. Does well to challenge. And now he's getting carried out here. They're going to let him out. Bring it back inside. Grab a pad. Put back on. He's going to flip the side. Betso now on and open, but not able to capitalise. He's gone back out for that pad, and again, that's some risky play there.
Yeah, as soon as he went for it, I was just thinking to myself, please don't do that. There's just so much space for them to shoot. Gets really lucky that Rip5's put it off the bar.
I was looking for the pass play. Does come down to him. Back out. Fat Shady holds. Brings it down in line. To some power. Rip5 cuts that off. Not in a dangerous spot. They're going to hold it out as the ball just gains some momentum forward. Rip5's again. Not like this.
Not like this. Head in hands. What are you going to do? Is Rip5 shoots the ball on net. He knows all he has to do is destroy Fat Shady to get that goal that's going in.
Fat Shady should know that was coming. So he should have at least jumped that one.
I think if he sees it coming, he just bum rushes that ball, jumping over the challenge to try and get away. I mean, you might get unlucky, and he might end up getting contact on the hitbox at Supersonic and gets demoed anyway, but at least he tried. The way it looked, he just kind of knew it was coming, resigned himself to his fate.
Big save there by Fat Shady. Holds up. 40 seconds remaining. 2 goal desperate on his behalf. Maybe he needs to demo and take a 1v1 play in. Haven't thought about it. Does get pinched out and now clear to the far side. Betso Zach. Again, I've seen back and forth. He's let this one go, but he's been smart about it. Not able to go. Fat Shady, good control. Rip5 gives it back. Going to pop it up. Clearance across goals. Predicted there by Rip5, and he does... well, I predicted it, and he does me favourably well. Brings that back around. Fat Shady now. Playing with fire again, coming across, but he does well to hold. I'm going to have to give him big raps here, and then I'm at Jay. Just really hold a 2v1 to a low-scoring affair in that second there, but like really put an effort in there.
Well, I'm getting the first goal as well. He's able to score first blood on the double-double squad, but just ultimately not able to continue holding up on defense against a team that has a man advantage. But a really big point of pride for him, just gutting it out and trying to stay on that one.
All right, well, I think I'll give some time for Inanimate Jay to sort out what he needs to do, but interesting to see how the random team sorted it out with having a one-man disadvantage, and hopefully they can, come back and steam won't be an issue for Roth, but nonetheless, they weren't able to get him back in double-double. They take a 2-game series victory here on the best of 3 and go through to the next bracket as they start to update and get through. We're going to take a quick break here on Rocket League Asia. This is Nam and Jay and Bizer here with all your Rocket League action. We'll see you soon.
they'll fight on your side. He takes you back to the age of safety and security. Now you know how to breathe on your own. This might be like a prison. You can recover your sanity. When you need to replace the things that you love, go ahead. Find what legends to infinity. He's a fighter. He's a fighter. When there's no coming back, he's a fighter. He's a fighter. He's a fighter. When there's no coming back, he's a fighter.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Rocket League Asia Doubles Community Cup. I don't remember the number for this one as I just don't read well. My name is Agony. I'm joined by Inanimate J, as always, as Biza has left us with some lovely casting for a 1v2. Jay, Pigeons versus Benchwarmers. I think we know a couple of these players. How you feeling?
Not bad actually. Juxta and Ryan with the Benchwarmers tags on, and Gwilly 1999 and In My Vision for the Pigeons team here. So everybody's in this lobby. We should be good to go here. ALS, I'll just make you do lobby manager stuff and message the teams here. As for once, we don't have a false start. I'm pretty happy about that one, to be honest.
Oh, false starts are always fun, though. It wouldn't be Asia without false starts.
That is true.
And both teams are slotted in here for game one. This is still a best of three. It's the ping for the Pigeons just great on Asia South Central. And be underway as the countdown begins here. Ryan and Juxta in the orange, Gully and Vision in the blue as the face-off hard into the Pigeons' end. Already out in that box as Gully has to get it out to the midway line. Juxta meets him there. A big counter into the corner, out to center. His teammate's not there. This Vision hits it to the wall where Ryan will counter. Corner now, another big centering play. Dangerous area, and that's followed up on the Juxta. Benchwarmers get one early.
Good play here by Ryan. Gets the ball up high in the corner, then just drops that pass. Takes the slightest touch off the backboard to bounce it out in front away from the defenders. Lets Juxta get up over top of that one and score the first goal.
And just barely 20 seconds in, we see that a lot here in the earlier rounds. Just Asia teams finding a way to get the goals early on as Juxta. Little air touches here off the wall. As Ryan trying to keep this in the end, he will. For a little bit longer as Gully will finally get it to the midway line, countered by Juxta immediately to the wall. He's off. We're going for this air dribble on net. Gets the second, touch the third, and it's going to find its way into the center of the net. And the Pigeons didn't even know what to do.
On board with Juxta here. Great air drag off the wall. One touch, two touch, third touch is the one that gets it in. And almost the save there by, I'm not sure who that was in net for the Pigeons there. Got a little bit of contact on it, not quite enough to clear it away.
And we just see a lot of Benchwarmers running it in their own end right now. That's off the face-off. Third goal here for the Benchwarmers and Juxta himself.
Again, Juxta right off the face-off, lobbing the ball to himself here. Gwilly 1999 not able to react in time to that one. I believe ping might be a factor. Not really sure here, as sometimes teams struggle when they're playing out of their main region.
Yeah, we should have a server switch after this first round here, but it seems like the Pigeons are just barely struggling to get it out of their end. Benchwarmers on offense.
Just getting confirmation, sorry, there will not be a server switch, it will be ASC.
No server.
No server
Ooh.
switch.
Okay, well there's an own goal by, looks like Gully there?
No, I think it's just really
Vision.
Oh no, it's Vision. Yeah, it just gets caught up in the middle of that one there as Ryan is just getting multiple dunks on that defensive play. Ultimately, his teammate drives up and puts it in the net himself.
I mean, 2 games on 200 plus ping, not going to be easy here for the Pigeons if they want to take one. We see a long shot on that here. Great counter, nice save by Ryan off the post. And we're back the other way to the midway line where Juxta picks it up. Flicks to his teammate, no touch coming as Vision will miss that. And Willie will get deep in the corners. Juxta trying to center this first teammate. Barely avoids a bump. Both of the Pigeons up on the back wall. Another dangerous area here. And 3:30 left to go in this game. It just seems like the Pigeons might be having a little bit of ping issue as they've missed some balls pretty big by now.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if it's the ping or maybe just a little bit of nerves being on stream for the first time. I know we've seen Juxta before, I think Ryan as well, so definitely not quite the stream version, so to speak. It's maybe a little bit better reacting to playing in front of a crowd.
Yeah, and we just see it now that the Pigeons not even getting out of their own end. They were out for a maximum 5 seconds early on as Juxta follows another one up in the box, and that's his 4th goal of the game.
Ryan here just gets that ball into the corner, bounces in a good spot. Both Pigeons players in the corner getting bunched up there. Lets one ball beat them. Juxta on the spot to put it in.
And I think this is just one of those games where you're looking at the Benchwarmers. Before halftime being up by 5, they might be able to run away with this game, and the Pigeons just need to make adjustments for the second game. So they get another one there as well.
Yeah, they're losing a lot of face-off goals here. I think that's the 3rd one now where they're not able to play this effectively off the face-off. Gwilly getting underneath that and popping it up for an on-rushing Juxta. Just reading that perfectly to drop it in. Push the lead to 6 goals, almost Brazil territory.
Yeah, I mean, possible trip to Brazil. You're still looking for a goal on the Pigeons' side. They're just not able to get the touches on the ball they need. Back in there, and Juxta is with it in the corner. Vision hitting it the wrong way here. And Billy out of net to send it to the wall. Very weak touches. Just puts it on top of Juxta. Vision now hesitating a lot. He's backwards to play this. The benchwarmers gave him a lot of time. Out of center, almost an easy goal there. It's a big dunk by Juxta out to another dangerous area. He follows up. Double hat trick for him, and 7 goals in the game for his team.
Juxta carrying this game pretty much on his back, as Ryan just missing the backflip coming out of net. Juxta on the spot to tap it up and into the open net for the 7th goal.
Don't see a lot of 7-0s before the 2-minute mark, but benchwarmers finally made it work. 8-0, possibly big save by Gwilly to keep the scoreline a little bit lower and do some damage control. The clear right out to Ryan, who pops this one up into his own end to Juxta. And again, a hit into the corner. Pigeons trying to find an opening to get this out. Picking up a nice flick. This is going not to make it past Ryan. He's just holding that midfield line. And Vision off the wall, good touch. Needed to follow up with another one to get it past Juxta. Back the other way with an open net. He will follow up. That's 8 goals. Never mind. What a save by Gwilly. As I spoke a little bit too soon. And Ryan now just trying to find one. As we see, I think it's just the Pigeons getting outplayed in their own end here. They don't seem to be able to get a strong touch on the ball.
I feel like the part that really did them in early was the face-offs. They gave up the face-off goal right away, and it just snowballed exponentially from that point on. They're settling in a little bit now. They've limited the damage to 7 goals, and I mean that. You look at 7 goals and you're like, well, wow, they kind of got blown out of the water. But it was 7 goals inside 2 minutes. So to have gone, at least at this point, a full minute and a half without being scored on, I think is probably something that they can work off of and build for game number 2. Is they're just continuing to grow into this game, it looks like.
I think me and you both know the first game in the best of 3 doesn't always reflect how your team will play. Hopefully they can find a way to get a goal here. Get a little momentum, but it's going to be the 8th goal there. 7th for Juxta. He's just carrying Ryan into oblivion.
Yeah, in my vision, getting underneath that ball, driving a little bit backwards, if he makes a snap decision to rotate to the center of net and get in a position where he has the angle on the shot from Juxta, he has a better chance to save that. Instead, gets stuck underneath the ball, it bounces off the boards right to Juxta and in.
And no face-off there for Pigeons either. A little bit of an interesting strategy, maybe trying to prevent a face-off goal, but it's not going to happen. As a field backflip from Gwilly, and he's going to get the save. This Juxta sends one high, and it's popped into the benchwarmers' end as we were out of Brazil territory with that last goal with 20 seconds left to go here. Benchwarmers just trying to find another one. A little bit of a passing play attempt here from the benchwarmers, not able to connect with Ryan. And with 10 seconds left to go, what are the Pigeons' adjustments they need to make to be able to find a goal here in game 2? Never mind! They did find one at the very end of game 1.
What they needed to do is find an opportunity where one ball can beat both benchwarmers. There's Vision bounces it off the backboard between both benchwarmers players off the backboard to his teammate Gwilly, and in. A little bit of of a consolation goal there, down 8-1, but something to build off of going into game number 2.
Just a little bit of momentum can carry a team all the way through. Hopefully they are able to make a comeback. As another air dribble from Juxta here. He gets 2 in 1 game, not able to finish, but would have been in anyways. The benchwarmers pick up game 1 8-1. Feels like they got blew out of the water for their first few face-off goals, and it was just a big snowball from there.
Yeah, that's the problem when you give up face-off goals like that. They start to snowball on you, and unfortunately for Pigeons, not adapting quickly enough, I think, to the face-off that the benchwarmers were performing, and that let them score a number of goals in very quick succession.
Yeah, I mean, 13 shots on Juxta, not something you normally see. I think the last time I saw 13 shots on somebody was a series you casted for the MLD last week. So, very interesting game for the benchwarmers if they carry that through, an easy 2-0 for them. But the Pigeons seem to have settled in, finally able to get a goal in the end, and had a little bit better defense after the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, they really did settle into the game late. Unfortunately, by that point, the damage was done. Not a lot that they could do after that point here. As we get ready for game number 2, just going to quickly update my overlays as Benchwarmers currently up 1-0, and it is now game 2 and not 1. So hopefully Pigeons a little bit better response, maybe preventing the early face-off goals against them.
And we'll see that now as they actually win the opening face-off into the Benchwarmers, and Juxta. Quick touch out, able to beat, looked like, Envision. And Willie, a good 50-50 in front of his net to pop it away. A shot on net early on as the Benchwarmers find another one within 20 seconds.
Yeah, I think Willie actually got dunked a little bit there by Juxta. He does get credit for the assist. The ball just pops up there for Ryan, drives onto it, flying through the air, gets the front bumper on that one, and scores the first goal again.
And the Pigeons just trying to make the adjustment quickly here in game 2. Seemed like it worked out, though, as they're trying to beat Juxta onto the wall. No more air dribbles for him, says Vision. It's in his corner. Ryan's into Rachel. A dunk by Vision. He'll find it bottom left, and that ties the game.
A weak touch from Vision here, gets most of the roof on it, but it's enough to get it over the line as Ryan, just an awkward touch there off the roof of the Dominus. Vision cutting across, gets it towards the goal. Unfortunately for the Benchwarmers, neither one of them can react in time to make the save.
Willie has some really cool painted weasels. I just noticed that. I mean, there's something I haven't seen yet. Juxta off the face-off here. Good dribble. Will beat both, breaking some axles, and they're up by 1 again.
Well, those painted wheels just came off and got left behind there as Vision gets dunked by Juxta and then just pulls a great ball out along the side to pull it around and in.
I've never seen a dribble so quickly off the face-off with, I think, a little bit lower boost, but it'll happen a little bit more here as Ryan, out of his own end early on, does have boost, looking for a little bit of a spin on this one. Vision to clear off the backward, right to Willie. He sends it into the corner, bounces out the center. Dangerous area here. Vision not able to get there in time. Juxta got it above him. Past the midway line now. 50 seconds into game 2 here. Seems like the Pigeons have finally adjusted. It's just a question of whether or not they can get it out of their end.
Yeah, they're under siege again here as both Juxta and Ryan keeping the ball. Oh, what an angle.
Pronovi?
No, not quite. It's just, oh, that's a sick double touch right there. Just off the backward to the front of the octane and in. Great angle by Juxta.
I think his teammate was just as surprised as well. As you see the big googly eyes in chat there. But hopefully the Pigeons able to come back from this. They are down by 2 early on. Juxta again off the face-off. Will find another one. Willie almost there, but not able to touch the ball.
Just another face-off goal there by Juxta. Gets past the defender there, and I don't think, yeah, Willie trying to get back after taking the face-off. Not able to get back in time and defend that one. 4-1 now to the Benchwarmers as they start to snowball and run away with it again.
And off the face-off again here, another shot on that big save by Willie. He's on the wall, past the midway line, right on top of Juxta. Tend to redirect just wide of his own net and into the corner. Minute and a half into this game. Ryan, pass from Juxta back to Juxta. Going to be a goal for them. Great team play here, and that puts them up by 4.
Juxta dribble out, gets the flick to Ryan, who then drops it past, I believe that was Gwilly. Juxta able to drive that one in. Gwilly giving himself the what a save there as he lunged at the challenge. Don't really blame him though. Kind of have to get a touch on that ball at midfield to defend it, but fortunately for him, doesn't get there.
And now we see them winning a face-off, but very slow, barely getting past Juxta, but Ryan, a big follow-up shot that puts him up by 5, and the Brazil setup is there.
Brazil setup there as Willie wins the face-off, then goes for the boost, gets completely taken out by Juxta there, leaving Ryan uncontested as Vision is back in his own end, not able to challenge that one or make the save.
A big power shot as well, just a minute and a half into this game. Pigeons were not able to find themselves to bring in any more goals yet, and almost to Brazil already as Willie saving in the corner. Vision sends it back the other way and onto the wall. Get this one out, but it's very weak. Willie up for another touch, dunked by Juxta. There's the Brazil, and just a huge play by the Benchwarmers.
That's a Brazil inside 2 minutes as there's still 3 minutes and 6 seconds left on this clock. Goals coming fast and furious, mostly for the Benchwarmers here. Pigeons, though, did get on the board early, and just really unfortunate for them that they weren't able to build off of that that success in equalizing so early.
And they really need to find a way to get the ball deep into the benchwarmers and schemes where they're most weak at. Juxta here trying to contest, not able to. Ryan back on defense, pops it high in the box. He's already up for another touch, but Vision drops it right to Gwilly. He gets beat by Juxta back into his own end. Now the side boost here. Juxta will challenge this, a big pinch into the other corner. And we're just pulling up on halftime here in this game. It seems like the Pigeons have did that halftime adaptation to get a little bit better defense, but it's not enough as Ryan is able to capitalize.
Right here, Gwilly tries to go up for that one, just gets beat, dunked in the next week by Ryan, and then follows up his own play, puts in the ball into the top part of the net there. Just not a lot the Pigeons can do, just need to be quicker to the ball, get it deeper into the benchwarmers end, and then follow it up.
Whoa. Well, a weird face-off from the Pigeons, I guess, is big backflip there over the ball. Vision an even bigger save as we see Ryan here for a freestyle. What a touch by Ryan, not able to put it on net. And Gwilly, big clear into the benchwarmers end, deals backflips while trying to dunk Juxta. And Vision is now out of the play in his own end, needs a save, gets a touch over top of Ryan. 2 minutes left to go. Now on a dribble into the benchwarmers end. Nice flick here, but Juxta patient, able to read it. And back into the Pigeons end again. Seems like they get it out of their end for a couple more seconds, and then it's just sent straight back in. I'm not sure the adjustment they need to make for that.
The adjustment that they need to make is to put the ball in places that they really aren't favorable for the benchwarmers to get to. Bounces out of the corner, things to pull them out of position, and then be in better positions to follow up. Right now it's a lot of 1v2 or just long balls downfield that you have no chance of catching up. There's only a set speed that you can get to when you get supersonic, and the ball can travel faster than that. We've all seen it happen.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen the ball in less than a second get down to the other end, so now we see Ryan here backwards on faceoff. Nice backwards touch on the wall. Tried to pass to Juxta, but big bump there by Ryan as he's looking for a solo play, and Gwilly almost gives it to him. He hits it off the post and out. Ryan a touch back in. Juxta slows this one down as Gwilly will pick up a dribble. Vision goes out the center. This will roll up the backboard. Perfect area for Juxta. Send it over top of Vision. Big dunk by Gwilly, but Ryan, immediate counter on net the other way. And that'll be a whip by Vision off the post. Juxta, big follow-up. Gwilly not back in time. They're up by 9, and that's obviously, I think about a minute ago, it was safe to call this game 2 for the Pigeons.
Yeah, and I see Vision in the Twitch chat there saying that they are lagging with the ping issue. So, you know, not a lot you can do when your internet just will not cooperate. And, I mean, we saw earlier, you know, Roth with the disconnect and being unable to get back in with, you know, technical issues and things like that. They happen. It's really unfortunate when it does. It does diminish the competition to a certain extent. But, you know, I'm glad that they're still fighting through this, looking for opportunities to score goals.
Every time I hear someone say lagging, all I think is us playing Chaos on an Asia Southeast mainland server when I'm in the US East. So I think that sort of shows where they're coming from right now. I mean, they have 220 ping, IMAX about 300, so it's understandable. They are getting a lot of rubber banding right now, but they're playing, to be honest, they're actually playing quite well to be on 200 ping, even though they're going to beat 11-1.
I don't feel like they're reading the ball poorly for being on that kind of ping. I think it's just a little bit of decision-making errors. You can see that they get into positions where they're just not able to challenge the ball effectively. It's right there off the face-off. Just falls in a spot where Vision can't go for it. It's not his ball to play, but Gwilly is far enough back that he has to find the angle to make the save, just doesn't quite get there, and I think that might be the ping.
35 seconds left to go here in Game 2. Benchwarmers will be moving on to the semifinals. I believe this is a second round 2 game, if I'm not wrong.
This is the second
going
round
for air
2
dribbles here. Yeah. I mean, Juxta trying to get air dribbles here. Slows it down just a bit as Pigeons just trying to find another consolation goal. Ryan back into their end in the corner off the backboard. Great pass out to Juxta. It's dunked by Vision the other way. He'll control it a little bit. Trying to get it out the center. Good touch, not high enough to get over Ryan. And with 5 seconds left to go, my voice is getting nasally because, you know, it's really hard to commentate a 13-goal game.
Yeah, I agree. I had to do a 17-goal game once. I think one of the first games for Rule of the Sky. I believe they were playing Muffin Stuffers in that one. But Benchwarmers running away with this one, and again the ping issues probably the one that really kind of told the tale of this one. You know, for all their ping, 6 saves total for the Pigeons there. They didn't go out without trying. It's not like they were driving around in circles, screwing around. They were very much in the game. But unfortunately for them, just not able to come away with a few more goals. So on that note, I'm going to double check the bracket.
16 shots from Juxta, that's really hard to counter, especially when you're on 200 plus ping.
Yeah, when you're under that kind of offensive pressure, it's very difficult to defend consistently. You and I both know the longer the ball's in your end, the tougher it is to keep it out of your net. So I think we're actually just
especially when they start boost. I mean, they start boost managing and stuff like that, where it really kills you.
Yeah, so I think we're ready to go straight into the semifinals here. They will be best of 5s from here on out. So we get a little bit more action for our money here. And I think first up we'll be casting Snurpy, the return of Snares and Spider against Double Double, who we saw earlier in
Someone just walked into my room and said, "Did you eat your dinner?"
That's awkward.
Yeah, like, I'm casting right now. Can I eat when I get done?
You need a light on your door that says "Do not enter."
I've actually put thought into buying like a light switch to put above the one inside my door, and I flip it whenever I'm going to be streaming or something or be in a tournament, and it'll just say "Live, do not enter."
It's not a bad investment, to be perfectly honest with you.
It really wouldn't get like on air or something like that, right?
Yeah, so if you're just joining us, welcome. This is Rocket League Asia Doubles number 3. My name is Inanimate J. You can follow me on Twitter at Inanimate J. The voice beside me at Agony RL on Twitter. His name is Agony. We get set for this best of 5, Snares and Spider on the team called Snurpy in the blue, and Double Double, who we saw a little bit earlier, fortuitous in getting a 2v1 against, believe that was a random team earlier on in the bracket. Teams are in, just fixing my overlays.
Going up against Snurpy, I feel like Double Double has a little bit more of a fight, especially since Spider, we know not to miss the ball all that much, but Snares, oh man, Snares. What to say about this man's whiffs? They are legendary.
They are, but at the same time, when he brings it to a game, he brings it to a game.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a really interesting fight between these two teams. I'm going to actually predict Snurpy, though, since we did get to see Double Double play earlier. I'm going to say Snurpy will take this best of 5, probably a 3-1 series, but really tough to call, especially in doubles.
Yeah, doubles is a completely different beast, but we've seen from previous doubles events that Snares and Spider are very good together. They read off each other very well. They're also very strong individual players. That gives them a really good opportunity against a team in double-double that we haven't really seen a lot out of. And to be fair, earlier in the tournament we saw them in a 2v1, so we don't have a lot of intel on them.
Yeah, I think what's going to happen here is we'll just have to figure out what happens throughout the game 1. We'll be able to make a better prediction here after this game. Teams are slotting in. We have Rip Fives and Beto Zach versus Snares and Spider. And Snares, if you whiff, I will roast you.
Bold
I know
words.
he can hear me because he always
Bold words, Agony.
Well, I know he can hear me, and his whiffs are legendary. They're not as bad as Troubles, though. We all know. Face-off is underway here in Game 1 of this best of 5. The semifinals of the doubles event. A big dunk from Spider off the face-off here to keep it in the double-double end. Snares a shot early on off the bar. And Rip Fives a shot back the other way. Spider to the wall. Coming off the wall now. Might look for a double touch. He does, but Zach is there. Send it back out. Snares off the backward. Looking for a nice touch here. Not able to get it as 5 sends it back the other way. And Spider almost getting demoed there. Avoids it for a big clear. And Snares a weak touch to center. Immediately countered by both of the double-double players coming together. And it's sent back into their end, into the corner. Snares up for a shot at the angle. Dangerous area for Spider. Rip Fives up in time to stop this one. Sends it to the corner. See Snares off the wall. Out through the box as Rip Fives another touch to the wall. And Spider an immediate follow-up as they're trying to hem double-double in there. And a bad touch by Zach. Rip Fives a big follow-up. Snares Sends another one into the corner, just trying to keep possession. Rip Fives a center here into the box. Snares a touch pass off the backboard. Spider is with him there. Try to get this out the center. Big 50-50 from Fives to get this one out. But Spider there, stop it again as we're a minute and a half into this game. And Double Double just cannot get out of their end as Spider will finally try capitalizing off the far post. But not going to happen as he just barely hit it off that post.
Caster's Curse almost coming out to play, showing a little flash of brilliance, but unfortunately posting away for Spider. And both these teams, I think, playing really well, still feeling each other out, not really finding an accurate strike on net. Spider's come the closest so far out of all 4 players on the pitch. Still a lot of time left to play. We'll see where this one goes.
And I haven't seen Double Double get out of their end for more than 5 or 10 seconds here. This might be the first time to Rip Fives into the corner. Stopped by Spider immediately. Sends it to the wall and it's back the other way immediately. Rip Fives into the corner. Spider is there to challenge this. Not going to come off the wall. This is a small clear by Rip as he will get it out larger off the backward. Chance to follow up here high. Dangerous area. Spider clears it away just wide of the net. Big shot here for Spider. Center out for Snares who follows up. And it's almost a save by Spider, but what a goal steal as they're up by 1.
Yeah, as we're going to go on board with Spider on this one. Good pass off the backboard, then lands in the net. Snares puts it right at his teammate, who gets just underneath it and has the right angle to carry forward and into the net.
Not something you expected here at halftime, but a lot more of a competitive game than the last few series we've seen, barring the 2v1. Fives here, almost getting mind game by Spider in the boxes, barely stopping in front of that one. Snares straight back into Rip Fives, a big counter here to the wall. Following this one up, looking for a double touch upside down, able to get it, but Rip Fives getting the right orientation to get a pinch away. He'll miss this on the wall, has to beat both, he does. Beto Zach just a little bit out of position to finish. Spider not able to get the 50-50 there as it's sent back into his own end. And Snares gets a legendary whiff back the other way, almost counting for a goal, but Zach sends it wide. Minute 55 left in this game, and Snurpy is now starting to hem them in their end again.
Yeah, up a goal now. The longer this ball stays in the double-double end, the more it favors Snurpy as they have that goal advantage. And, you know, double-double not out of it yet. They just need to find that ability to bring the ball away from the pressure in their end and start to put Snurpy back on their heels and force them into making mistakes.
Minute and a half left. It's going to be a tough grind here for Double Double to get one on net, but that's a chance. They're up high in a dangerous area. Big 50-50 by Spider off the wall. There's back to make the play. Big clear on net. Looking for Rip Fives. He does get it away. And in his own end still, big stop by Spider. Put it back into the corner. The wall for Snares to play. Shot on net from a distance. That puts them up by 2.
They grab the wrong camera angle here. Just on board with Snares, reads the ball up the boards well. Sees it pop off at a good angle for a shot. Both players for double-double caught in the corner, giving Snares the opportunity to put that one straight on goal and in.
Well, Ando Deep's asking for the roast. Every time Snares whiffed, it's able to turn a wind turbine a few times. That's mean, but Zach here trying to beat Snares. He sends it up the wall. Rip Fives into the Snurpy end, trying to find a goal for his team to keep him in it. 50 seconds left to go. Snares a big clear on net, puts him up by 3, and just what a shot from that angle.
Yeah, a good 50-50 ball by Spider in his own end. Pops that one out for Snares, has a good read on that one, and doesn't have anybody to worry about defensively. It's the other player for double-double. Not sure who it was that got dunked by Spider, but they were at midfield. So Spider able to launch, or sorry, Snares, excuse me, able to launch that one over top and in.
Now we see Snurpy back on offense again, looking for the 4th goal of the game. Big pass to Zach there from Rip Fives as he's trying to get it out. Snares off the backboard, looking for Spider on the other side. He sends it the wrong way. And that could be a goal here. Snares not able to tip it away, and Zach will get one off the Rupu's car.
Yeah, good job here by Beta Zach. Spider just unfortunately back the wrong way with Snares already retreating. And, you know, he knows it, the chat, oh my god, sorry. It's Beta Zach just gives that one the little direction it needs to go in and put double-double on the board.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Anyway, as I reference May from Overwatch because I have too much time with my life. 23 seconds left to go here in game 1 of the best of 5. Snares knocks it into the corner, just trying to keep it there a little bit longer. There still is time here. Big pass there from Spider and a nice tip from Snares to capitalize this and most likely seal the game.
Spider picking up the playmaker here with a great ball towards the goal. Snares, good opportunity to put that one in, as I believe that was Betazak in net with his teammate Rip5s trying to get there across the face of goal. Not able to get the angle on it.
10 seconds left to go here, and there's another goal from Snurpy that will for sure be the dagger here in game 1, and looks like Double Double's looking forward to game 2 now.
Tough face-off there as it comes hard off the sideboards. In a 3v3, that one's not so bad because usually there's one guy challenging that and then another guy in net. Unfortunately, with the 2v2, those hard ones off the boards, you have to either make sure you get that contested midfield or stay back in net and get the defensive play.
And now we see it, the timer just now counting down. Maybe Snurpy 0-second dream here, but he just sends it out to an area no one is and drops that one. That's game 1. Snurpy 5-1. And something that was really competitive at the beginning just turned into a slaughterfest about halfway through.
I don't feel like the scoreline is fully representative of how the game went. Yes, Snares and Spider, 13 shots between them, very much carrying the balance of play. Every single goal was assisted on. But Rip5s, excuse me, with 4 saves, very much a good part of that game there. Just really not able to turn that defensive backline into an offensive play.
Something that Snurpy is really good at as well is just keeping the ball in the other team's end to run out the clock. I mean, it was 1-0 all the way up until the 2-minute mark. So I think when it comes down to that, it's just Double Double needs to find a way to get it past the wall defense from Snares and Spider and get it down into their end and hold it there instead of getting it down there, taking a shot off the backboard and then losing the ball the other way.
Yeah, the most players' basic instinct is to go into the corner and drive it out. The problem with that is it's really easy to predict, it's really easy to block while you're on the wall. You just drive onto the wall before the other team gets up there and then read where they're going.
Oh my god, Spider, what an upside-down shot here in the box off the face-off.
Snares, great job on that face-off, getting it high and into the offensive end. Spider grabs boost, follows up. Great placement with that shot. There is nothing the Double Double can do on that one.
A great shot, and your hype level is just like 2%. We need you like 80.
I can maybe get you to 50 right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. People are sleeping for Jay, and I don't really care about my roommate that much. So
Savage.
20 seconds into game 2 here. Snurpy already up by 1. See Snares trying to get a pass from Spider, almost there. Or maybe a touch off that, but not going to be able to get it. And Rip5s on the wall now. Trying to get it out to his teammate at center. Takes it into the corner. Big counter by Snares. We're still trying to use that corner. Spider following this one, grabbing the corner boost to Zach. Sends it high. Spider will have to make a weird touch to get this one out. Not able to beat Zach as he always has to do is get past Snares. Not able to do so. Spider, a good touch. He might even pick up a dribble off this one, but leaves it for Zach, who doesn't even play it. What a mind game by Spider. Like we're watching a little bit of prospect dribbling here. And Spider barely gets to pass Zach, right in the Rip5. Snares a big dunk. Zach tip off the backboard, straight to Snares with a dunk off of the top of Zach, and he finds the second goal of the game.
Just looking at this from Snares' angle, gets the dunk there on Rip5s, and then Betazak unfortunately backflips and pops it off the wheel well, off the backboard, right back to Snares for the second goal.
Did you read chat?
A little bit.
Troubles is bad, okay? We're just gonna say that say that now, but there's another goal here for Snurpy off the face-off. Spider just able to capitalize on another one.
In 2v2, you really have to get your face-off game down. Something that you can practice in 1v1s, making sure that you're always going for the face-off, so you're able to practice it more consistently. But what ends up happening is on the 50-50, I'm not sure who it was, I think it was Betazak for the double-double squad. Or actually, no, sorry, it was Rip5s. It was a pink Octane with distortion. Just getting an angle where the ball pops back out towards his own goal. And really hard to defend that one when it happens so quickly.
We'll see here now what Double Double does on defense, but not able to get it out. Snares on the other side. And off the backboard where Spider throws it off the wall. Barely keeping it in. So Zach there, get it under Spider. Countered by Snares immediately. Could be a shot on net right at Zach. goes out the Spider for a shot, and Rip 5's a weak save, then straight the Spider there. Now up by 4 in game 2 here.
The problem with this weak save is there's nothing wrong with it normally, except for the fact that Betazak flies across your screen trying to clear that one away from his teammate. If he lets his teammate make the play that's going to drop in front of him, and then sweeps across to clear that away after the save, it's a perfectly fine play. Instead, he rushes it and ends up going in the net.
Sorry for the nasally feeling in my voice, by the way. I have a sinus infection, which is lovely. But
I know the
Cast
I know the
anyways.
pain. I'm like that all the time.
But we see Rip 5 here trying to get out of their end, just hemmed in their own end. I mean, we're over voice crack. We're over 2 minutes into this game, and Double Double has yet to be out of their end for more than 30 seconds.
I think they might be yet to get a shot on goal here, as double touch off the backboard for Spider doesn't quite find the net.
Yeah, 0 shots on goal, 1 save for Double Double. So definitely trying to work on defense. Spider looking for a weird goal here just to pass the Snares. Just not there. And Zach sends it to the wall. Snares a big dunk on Rip 5. He will follow this up off the backboard. Spider, all he has to do is tap it in now. As Zach overran that one, and they're up by 5.
Snare's turn to get the playmaker here is it's a good ball catching the inside of the corner to roll out in front for Spider. Betazak not able to clear that one away. Had the line, just overran it. I think got a little bit underneath the ball there as it came on the down bounce. Easy tap in for Spider.
And with 2 minutes left to go, Double Double. They're looking forward to game 3 by now, probably, as we see Snares going for an awkward touch. Dunked by Rip 5s. And is there anything Double Double needs to adjust other than getting the ball out of their own end?
I honestly don't think so. It's really just a matter of every time they go to make a clear, it's being stopped at midfield or even before that on the inside of the corners. And when they do get the ball downfield, they don't have the correct angles of pressure to keep the ball in the end of Snurpy and force them into making mistakes.
And we see it now, just a great pass from Snares. Spider doing the crossbar challenge and also scoring the 6th goal of the game for his team.
Just on board with Spider here. Reads the ball off the backboard really well. First touch is the one that's in. Crossbar in. No sweeter goal than that one.
I think it's the dirtiest goal in all of sports, to be honest. Because
Bar
every
down,
goalie
yeah.
knows, everybody knows how to, like, they should have saved bar down. It's off the face-off. Looking for the Brazil setup. And Snares just barely keeping this one in. Send it back to the other corner. Spider, a center off the backboard, followed by Snares, who sends it high right. And Rip 5 picks up a dribble the other way. Pretty slow, dunked by Spider. Zach tries to control this one. Does on the wall. Stopped by Snares at the midway line. And Rip 5's back in his own end, now trying to get it out. Up on the wall, the only chance he has to get it out here. Spider is there to send it off the wall on his side. Zach, a little bit late to this, will be beat by Snares and dunk it back into his own end. Pass from Snares off the backboard to Spider. Not able to put a shot on net, just sends it into the corner. Rip 5 picks up a dribble, trying to break some axles, but Snares not having that with 53 seconds left to go. Now out of the corner, big center there. It's a little bit too hard for Spider to react to. He's up for a second touch here, not able to get it, but Snares is there. He'll finish that one, and that's the Brazil setup with 7-0.
Spider doing a great job putting that back center. Snares realizes that his teammate set him up perfectly for that. Now another touch, bit of a scrape off the nose of Spider there. I don't think that was actually the credit for the assist. Snares doing well to get the reverse aerial and in for the 7th goal.
Double Double just having, as we said, throughout the last 2 games, they just can't get it out of their own end. Not a lot of time on possession. We see Snurpy here trying to score another one, coming together here with a weird pinch. And that'll spare another goal here. It's double doubles. Rip 5's beat by Spider on a 50-50. Pass out the center. Nice little air touch there. Snares a big dunk in front of the net, and that's going to put him up by 8-0.
Close for Betazak here on the defense. The Spider's up. It's a good pass out. I think Betazak actually just kind of gets baited into trying to defend that one. So Snares right on top of that one to jam it home over top of the defender.
I'm going to start a restaurant. I think you were the one that made the joke. But every time that somebody walks in, it's just going to be somebody walks in and all they hear is Space Jam. You know?
I don't remember this meme.
It's a good meme. I mean, 9 goals up by now as well. Snurpy, that's 11 seconds left and they're up by 9. A lot of their goals came early on, though.
A lot of the goals came early on. A lot of the goals also coming off of face-offs, too. Very quick, rapid fire between them. as there's just not a lot this double-double squad seems to be able to do against Snares and Spider, as they have the better of the face-offs and just seem to be carrying the balance of play.
Yeah, and we see it now that the snowball has turned into an avalanche here for Snurpy. As picking up game 2, 9-0. Game 1, not as steep as the scoreline, but all of the same, and just nothing but shots on net, leaving double-double on their own end.
As Spider actually is thinking it's best of 3, it's actually be a best of 5. So we will be playing game number 3 here for sure, as both teams just ready to go into it. As we're trying out a slightly different format this week with the doubles event. We've gone to single elimination, and the semis as well as the finals both being cast, all 3 of the final matches being best of 5 here. So a little bit more action on the later end, but the early rounds going a little bit faster.
I beg to differ. I mean, when you have insane score lines in the early rounds, it tends to run about the same amount of time.
Sure enough.
Has been a lot more competitive in this series. It just seems like double-double can't get out of their own end, and that's going to be Spider off the face-off. It feels backflip from Rip 5's off the backboard.
Yeah, I don't think the right play is to go up the backboard on that one and try and clear it away, or at least try and clear it away in the way he did. He just tries to get the usual backboard touch where you drive up underneath it and then make a jump into the ball to clear it hard away to the far side. Would have been better. Instead, feels backflip and it's in.
And now we see Snurpy off the face-off again, looking for another one. Snares past the Spider on a nice little air drag from the ground. Back the other way, Rip 5 could get his team's second goal of the series. He does, ties the game at 1, 20 seconds in.
Rip 5 looks upfield, realizes that Snares is out of position on the far side. All he has to do is make sure he gets this one on target. Actually, on board with Rip 5's really strange camera angle. It's low and very far back, and I've never seen that camera angle before.
At least we can say he didn't pull an inanimate J and banging off the post.
Yeah, I've done that one a few times in my career.
I think we've all did that a couple times, especially me, you, and Mackie, just down that field for this tie game here at 1 in the box. Double-double in. Zach slowing down to pick up a dribble. Able to beat Snares off the backward Spider back in time to send it away. On the wall, another big clear here by Snurpy is looking for a pass to Snares. And Snares running back now, trying to get this over to the wall. He does. Spider now up the play. Will beat. Looked like Rip 5's. All he has to do is beat Zach, not able to dunk it. Snares up for the save as Rip 5 is there for a drop. This goes to a dangerous area. Big field backflip. Spider back the other way with an open net. Will find it. 2-1 Snurpy just over a minute in.
It's unlucky here from Betazak as the ball comes down a little bit too quickly for him to react to. All Spider has to do is make sure that stays on frame with no defender in place to try and defend that one. It's a very easy 2-1 there for Spider.
Just a minute and 6 seconds in here. Double-double seeming to be playing a little bit stronger. They're just having issues being first to the ball. We see it now. They're in a weak touch by Zach. Snares into the corner. Rip 5's gonna leave this for Zach. It's another weak touch. It just seems like double-double is everywhere in their own end. Looking for a way to get this out. Missed save there by Rip 5's wide open net for Snurpy. They will find it. They're up by 2.5 minutes in, and that was an interesting sequence.
Spider wanted the glory on this one as he's able to just touch that, just to take so much velocity off the ball and keep it in front of net, then lands really well with the recovery to beat Snares to that one and put in the third goal, giving himself the hat trick inside 90 seconds.
Minute and a half in here, double has been doing a little bit better getting the ball out of their end, except for that where it's just immediately counter top left 90. Great placement by Spider as Casher's first comes out to play.
Yeah, Rip 5's again off that backboard, not getting a great touch. It's a little bit stronger this time, but unfortunately right to a scoring area as Spider and Snares both on the read on that one. And 8 seconds after the third goal, it's 4-1 now for Snurpy.
The placement on that was like Spider just put a 20-time scope on the top of his car and said, okay, I got this. He gets another one there as well. 5 goals for Spider within 2 minutes.
Yeah, inside the 2-minute mark, it's the Spider show, and Snares just along for the ride as his teammate is going off in a big way. And don't look now, but the snowball is in full effect.
I think it gets an avalanche now. I mean, there's been no stopping Snurpy this whole time. only letting 2 goals go the entire series. Snares tries mind gaming Zach there. Rip Fives on a dribble, flicks over top of Spider, will find a good goal, and then bumps Spider into it. And they now cut the lead to 3.
Yeah, 3 minutes to go. There's still lots of time to get back into this one. You just need to keep doing things like that where you win a face-off and get a goal from it. And you and I could be in for a long game if they keep putting in goals at this rate.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game 3. Already being up 2-0, Snurpy just needed to hold on and, run the score line up at their own leisure. See it now, Snares in the double-double end. All he has to do is beat Rip Fives. He does off the wall, finding his first goal of the game and putting him up by 4.
He actually ruined Spider's perfect game here, as I think Spider did have the angle on that one. Snares, like, five goals is enough. I want one now. 6-2 with the
When does that
scoreline.
man not have the angle?
Yeah,
We've seen some pretty insane stuff from Spider. Case in point, beating someone that has full boost with 0 boost there, and also trying to center. Fives not able to get this out of his infield backflip on the wall. Snares, big follow-up and dunk. Left in a wide open area for Spider. Another angle from him. He sends it behind Rip Fives, and they're up by 5, and that's his double hat trick.
Yeah, double hat trick for Spider here is just a weak touch off of Rip Fives. I think, in the grand context of things, in a 3v3, not the worst touch in the world. Unfortunately, there's no teammate there for double-double. Rip Fives just drops essentially a pass for Spider, who puts in his 6th goal of this game.
Yeah, and I think it's just Snurpy running away with it, and they're in a great hemming here, but could be another goal for double-double. Snares, an awkward save out of the corner, keeps it away. Pass to Spider, not able to tip it above, but that will just go in anyway, bouncing over both of the double-double players.
Yeah, Betazak on his way back, it's underneath this ball. As you see, Snares get the shot there. And I'm not sure if Rip Fives thought his teammate had it, and I feel like that needed to be one on comms where Rip Fives calls his teammate off and goes for it anyway, rather than deferring, thinking his teammate, who's coming back towards his own goal, has the ability to defend that one. He really just doesn't.
Yeah, now it's 2 minutes left to go. They're up by 6. We've seen Snurpy in the past, and they're just able to run away with games as soon as they score their first 2 goals.
Yeah, very much the most consistent double squad for these Rocket League Asia doubles events, and it's been interesting to see who comes close to challenging them. I believe Jappa Crazy last doubles event actually took them to a bracket reset and almost completed the job, but unfortunately for them, Snurpy coming back to win the second series 3-1.
I think Snares is trying out Repulse or something, because that freestyle was pretty good, but Spider's not able to connect. They're just sort of throwing freestyles back and forth here. Will it cost them a goal late in the game as Zach finally gets one?
Yeah, Rip Fives, good ball past Spider there. He's just really not able to defend. Not sure what happened to Snares on that one. I think he was in the back corner looking for boost. Just doesn't get across in time. Betazak able to finish that one off. Cut the lead to 5. Still don't think there's any way back for double-double in this one, but at least they're making a good show of it.
Yeah, especially, hey, get as many goals as you can and go out with a bang. This is the semifinals. You did make it this far, so you will end up in 3rd/4th place. But a misplay here from Rip Fives, at least for Spider, who looked for a crazy angle, turns back around on a power slide, able to beat Zach, and that was an interesting goal.
Was an interesting goal. Rip Fives gets a weak touch off his backboard there, and I'm pretty sure Spider looked at that ball and said, "I'm Neo in the Matrix," went all the way around it, and then found his way on the correct side of it to drive it into the net afterwards for, I believe that's his 7th goal of the game? Or is that 8 now?
Yeah, that is 7th goal of the game, 11 shots on him. Almost looking like the previous game where Juxtad there. What a redirect there from Snares as well. Great pass from Spider from the own end.
Snares gets the dunk, which goes back towards Spider, and Spider pinpoint pass to Snares, who gets it off the wheel well and in. Good slow motion replay for you there as Snurpy scores their 10th goal in this game. They are very much so running away with this one and putting up some good Twitch clips, I think, at the very end here.
Oh, yeah, and there's another one right there off face-off. Rip Fives almost had a pretty good save, but it's 11-3 in Game 3 here. Not the biggest scoreline we've had yet in this series, but I think it's definitely safe to say Snurpy will be moving on to the finals, and who they play will be decided here in a few minutes.
Yeah, we will be carrying the other semifinal for you right after this one. as I will be getting lobby info for that shortly from our ever-faithful lobby manager, ALS, who has transferred himself out of the casting booth into full-time moderating job. So we really appreciate the effort, as it makes things go so much smoother. And, yeah, just it's really unlucky here for Double Double. I don't think they played really poorly, just getting beat to pretty much every ball.
Yeah, Snurpy has so much coordination when it comes down to who's going to be playing what, who's taking a shot on net. And we see ultimately that breaking down when they're trying to have fun and freestyle a little bit, or just work on something new. And there's another goal for Snares there. They're looking for the double hat tricks.
Yeah, unfortunately for Double Double, Betazak, I think out of boost, is not able to get any more power on that one. Just ends up dropping right in front for Snares to follow up on. 13 seconds left in this one. Done and dusted here as Snurpy will run away with a 3-0 series win in rather emphatic fashion.
We are 2 goals away from your current record of 17 goals in a game. And, you know, not a bad series actually for Snurpy. Double Double got hemmed in the run in early on in game 1, and I feel like that's where the tilt train was just like, okay, I'm going to take over now. Completely derailed, and we ended up here at game 3 with a 12-3 victory for Snurpy and a 3-0 win in the series.
Yep. And, you know, heads up for Double Double there. I feel like they played a good tournament. And, you know, unfortunately for them getting stuck in a 2v1 situation in their previous round as Ross 17, unfortunately not able to stay with us due to technical difficulties. We do have the next semifinal ready to go here. I'm just going to, get myself sorted out here as far as overlays and everything else goes. If you haven't already, follow us on Twitter at InanimateJ and at AgonyRL, as well as at OurLeagueAsia on Twitter. And the website RocketLeagueAsia.com, I believe, is working now. But
there's like a weird Twitter for me for Rocket League Asia as well.
Well, they couldn't fit
our league.
They couldn't fit Rocket League Asia. It was just a couple characters too many.
Could always did RL Asia. I mean, you know, something short, sweet, simple. But there's probably like a crap ton of Twitter handles that are just like RL Asia _ 76 or something stupid. Like, you know, people on Twitter that really just take the names just cause.
Yeah, name squatters here. Coming up next, we have Iguana against Benchwarmers. Benchwarmers we saw earlier with a bit of a runaway game against the Pigeons, and Iguana appears to be Anudeep and Waffles. Ooh, Anudeep and Waffles. This will be an interesting game.
Anu! Anyway, as everybody probably knows him as Anu-chan or something like that in chat. Man, I'm just bad at stalling, okay? I think this is going to be an interesting series. If Juxta might try to run away with this one, but with Anudeep and Waffles back in their own end, a little bit stronger of a team than Juxta and Ryan played in the previous round.
Yeah, totally agree with you on that one. It will be interesting to see how these two teams line up, because I know we've seen Waffles before. I think we've seen Anudeep play as well. And from what I saw out of Juxta and Ryan, good team play, but a lot of that came from the Pigeons not really able to challenge them in good areas of the field. So they kind of had the run of play. We'll see how that changes for them against some stiffer opposition.
And if we can just see ALS in chat going crazy with Anu-chan. Anyway, should be getting underway here soon in this best of 5. This is the second semifinal. Should be interesting to see who will play Snurpy in the finals. I'm not sure anybody can really contend with them from this matchup, but we will find out. Juxta is a pretty good player when it comes to challenging a ball first, along with Ryan in the backfield. So I think this will be an interesting matchup. I'm not going to predict anything. If anything, I'm going to say the first game wins it.
I think second game wins it. We'll go with game 2. Game 2 carries momentum forward and finds the winner. As the teams are slotting in now, and Tasty T in the chat saying that there's not much point playing single elim with so many internet and power issues, and we get that. We'll take that feedback into consideration when talking about the format for the next one. I think we wanted to see how we could try and save a little bit more time as Rocket League Asia continues to grow and improve in size, because the double elimination with the casting schedule is getting a little bit bulky, and it's hard to keep everybody in for a full 6-hour stream.
And as we are NA casters, it's, you know, wee hours of the morning by the time we actually get done casting. Is already underway here in game 1. Juxta and Ryan trying to get this out of them. They do need to gain possession here as they barely missed out on the wall. Waffles following up, big 50-50, keeping the Benchwarmers end. Out to Anu, deep, sends it out of the corner. Big center here. Ryan is up backwards, not able to get the touch, and Waffles is there. Waffles stays with it in the corner. Anu deep is there, trying to get this to center. Juxta sends it to the wall. Not going to be contested here as he sends it deep into the corner. Waffles, a pass off the backboard the wrong way. No one there to challenge just yet as Waffles will get a big dunk. And we're back into the Benchwarmers end. Minute left, minute already gone here in game 1, and it seems like this is an evenly spread out matchup.
Yeah, both teams settling into this one, feeling each other out here, trying to find the tendencies between them on defense where they'll find an opportunity to score a goal. Neither team really getting a glorious shot on goal yet, so we'll see how that plays out over the next 45 seconds or so.
See now that Iguana has a lot of offense heading on in the offensive end right now. Ryan, big clear out, nice little touch, but with no boost, not able to beat Waffles. Juxta back on defense. 1v1 against Waffles at the moment. Sends this out of the corner. Waffles back steps just a little bit. Sends it to the backboard where it's countered by Ryan. Anu deep, big pass out of center. Waffles is there. 50-50 with Juxta. Barely gets that one wide of the net into the corner. It's Juxta there. Follow up off the bars. The crossbar challenges. Waffles sends this one away. And a 50-50 there. Send it straight back to Waffles for a big clear on net. Juxta is there. Nice touch away to the wall. Waffles a big dunk. And Ryan sends it into the corner. 2 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in this game. It's just a lot of back and forth, and it's hard to call who's going to get that first good shot on net.
Really hard to call who's going to get the first good shot on net. As we say that, no, I'm gonna find a bottling plant for this caster's curse. It's way too good. Anu deep, good ball out of the corner. Just doesn't even need the backboard there. Knows where Waffles is. Just gets that Batmobile just in front of both defenders for Benchwarmers there. Good shot. First goal for Iguana here.
Reading chat, just in the words of Shogun Pluto. And if you say it like that, you actually get a British accent, like inadvertently. Like, it's impossible not to. Now, the offense for Iguana, trying to get rolling again as they are up by one. Nice touch here by Ryan, not able to find the back of the net. Waffles will send this away. Out to Anu deep, who just sends it further into the Benchwarmers' end. And Ryan on the wall. They want to get it past to Anu. Waffles, big counter into the corner. Needs to center this for Anu, and not going to be able to get the touch as it's countered by Juxta. He has a run back the other way. Teammate out in center for a pass here. Able to get it out there. Waffles a big miss. Ryan just out of position to finish that. And as he dribbles it back into his own end for a reset. Out of his own corner, almost touched by Waffles. No second touch coming. Anu sends it deep into the corner. Juxta out toward Ryan. Waffles a nice touch away. And that's straight to Anu, who sends it back into the Benchwarmers' end. No possession yet here for Iguanas. There's 1:22 seconds left to go, and it seems like they're just trying to get the boost management and hem them their in.
Yeah, up a goal here. All they have to do is defend effectively, and there's no chance really for Benchwarmers to get back into this one, but good opportunity there for Ryan. Little too hard for Juxta to get on the end of, and then gets demoed for his efforts by Waffles there. Minute left to go. One goal game, still really anybody's game, but it kind of favors Iguana at the moment.
And now they're just trying to hold off against the onslaught of Juxta, and Ryan is almost an own goal there from Waffles. Barely got out of the way of that one. Big dunk on top of Ryan, sends it straight to Anu, follows up into the corner, out the center where it's sent high by Ryan. No one off the wall to play this, as it's barely tipped to the midway line, countered by Waffles. Goes off the wall, looking for a pass to center, does get it. That is a shot on net, far post. Ryan sends that one away, and back into the Iguana end, looking for a save from Waffles. Kills this one. Anu a good follow-up to get this one away, as there's 20 seconds left here in game 1. Juxta out of his own corner. Nice air dribble here. Looking for a ground pinch, not able to get it. Waffles was waiting patiently for that. Ryan out of the corner. Good touch at the center for Juxta. This could be the tying goal. They do get it with 5 seconds left to go, and we're going to OT.
It's a great play here by Ryan. Gets great control off the roof of the Dominus, and then and that's just an amazing pass off that backboard down to Juxta, who beats Waffles to that one. And it's a tying goal for Benchwarmers really, really late in this game, looking like overtime all of a sudden.
And maybe even a face-off goal here, though, from the Benchwarmers. This is still up in the air in the offensive end, not able to get there in time as it hits the ground. Game 1 OT, and to be honest, this is looking more like a 3-2 series the more and more they play.
More and more they play, I think you're right. It's not going to be a...
Oh my!
I just want to point out that
Ryan, what a bar down shot there.
ALS joking in chat that Waffles will find a way to throw this somehow, and I don't really feel like he threw this one, but definitely was the one out of position on both of the Benchwarmers goals there at the very end. Benchwarmers coming from behind, leaving it very, very late, taking game number 1, 2-1 in overtime.
Just off the face-off, a bar down 8 seconds into the OT, and really even game. It's hard to call either way who will pick up game 2. A lot of saves on the Benchwarmers side, though, as Waffles and Anu were just relentless in that first couple minutes.
A lot of pressure out of the Iguana side, and just unable to find more than one goal. Ultimately, that being the difference between the two teams here is Benchwarmers finding a late equalizer and then making sure that they can win it really quickly in overtime so that they don't really have any of that stress to worry about.
And we see it here. That's a game 1 that's still not our record for OTs. If we break our record for OTs tonight, I think me and you will both be surprised. That is set at 5 now, I think. If I'm not wrong.
Yep,
So-
it was 4 straight in the lower the lower grand finals, or the lower finals, and then the 5th one at the start of the grand finals in Community Cup number
and
4.
RTS dropped a game, so we knew it was possible. But I think this will be an interesting series nonetheless, as game 2 is underway already. It's face off into the Iguana end. A big feels back up there, nice recovery, but Ryan right on top of it. Not able to get this one at the center. It's cleared away by Waffles. And Anu, a follow-up, gets beat by Juxta. No one back on defense, wide open net. They lead the scoring in this game within 20 seconds.
Double dunk town here for Juxta. Both Waffles and Anu go for that one. And Juxta lobs it over top of them, follows up the bounce to put it in the open net. And 3 straight goals now for Benchwarmers across 2 games, and they've come very quickly. 5 seconds left in one game, followed by an 8-second overtime, and now 18 seconds into game number 2.
Now, an OT loss game 1 had to be a little bit demoralizing as well for Iguana. Train might be gone already. Juxta, big axle breaker there on Waffles. And Anu there to counter as it goes into the corner off the backboard. Big clear by Ryan. Waffles there for a small kill. Gives it right to Juxta, though. Back into Anu, and a nice tip over to Waffles. He's going to pick up a dribble. Needs to beat both players. Just takes a shot on net. Cleared away hard. Nice touch by Anu to get it to the wall. Waffles is back on defense. Able to pop this one high and get a follow-up on this, and maybe a goal. No one there to make the save, as it looked like Juxta was just waiting patient for that.
Waffles blocking that ball by Ryan at midfield, and I think that was a bit of just a mistouch by him. Nobody there to support, just puts it right at the defender. Waffles, good opportunity with the Batmobile to carry that up and over the defender for Benchwarmers in Juxta.
And now just out in that center of the field, face-off goal for Juxta as he follows up on another one and gets the second of the game.
Well, goal restored right away is Ryan getting a great face-off there. Anudeep went for the boost and then charges out at that one. I think he needs to wait back and see that the shot is on for Juxta there. Unfortunately for him, gets right over top of him and into the open net again for the Benchwarmers here.
Now they're just trying to hold this lead in their own end. Big clear by Ryan, looking for the double touch. Waffles is up, misses the save pass. Yeah, misses the pass. Misses the save, and that puts him up by 2.
It feels bad, man, as Ryan just has a great angle on this one. Waffles tries to go. I think he's up just a second late, and then Anudeep, believing his teammate had that one, is a split second late, reacting to the fact that his teammate did in fact miss the ball. And all of a sudden, Benchwarmers have a 2-goal lead now and plenty of time to work with.
And a misplay by Anu there will give them the 3-goal lead as Juxta was just patient for that. Not much to say here. Not even a minute and a half gone.
Yeah, mistouch there by Anudeep, drops in front of the net for Juxta, who puts it in. nothing that Waffles can do. And just like that, snap, 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 fingers are done. 4-1 Benchwarmers.
Yeah, the game 1 OT broke Iguana pretty well here. See them now just trying to get back into the swing of things. Pass off the backward early on in the face-off. Tested by Waffles to keep it in the zone. Sent away by Ryan. Juxta on the other side looking for a dunk on Waffles. Will not be able to get it. He's out of the corner. Nice little air touch there as it's dunked by Ryan in the corner. Waffles sends it away. Out to Anu, who's falling back for defense now. It's Juxta on the backboard, stopping it in the corner. And Ryan rolls it in the corner to Anu. Big bump away as this is in the air for Waffles. Sends it off the backboard, very weak. No second touch. Is just looking for a little bit of possession here, but Benchwarmers playing really defensively here with just 2 minutes gone.
Not really getting any sense that Benchwarmers are worried about the fact that Iguana are going back and forth with the ball. It's just going corner to corner, and neither Anodeep or Waffles really in a good spot to follow up a touch. And as I say that, Waffles looking for a good shot. Excuse me, that was a good opportunity there, but Waffles with that Batmobile putting it well wide of the net.
And now they're just looking for a little bit of offense again. Able to beat Juxta, but he's back in time to make a save. Juxta off the backward, big dunk on Waffles. And a center here coming from Anu that's going to bounce too deep for Waffles to make the play. And it's back into their end unintentionally. Ryan out of the corner. Killed by Waffles, a big 50-50 there to keep it away, but Juxta's up for a shot, sends it wide right. And it's back out to the wall where the Benchwarmers end. Anu into the corner, pass off the backward to Waffles, big clear by Ryan. He gets it into his own corner. Waffles is there, weak touch onto the backboard again. Nice pass out the center here, beats Juxta, not able to get to Anu, who's back up getting boost. And Ryan, upside down touch off the board, saved by Waffles, cleared away by Anu. And looking for a goal now. Nice touch over top of Juxta, and that will cut the lead to 2.
Anodeep doing a really good job here of getting the ball past the defender, and Juxta not able to challenge that one. Anodeep had the time and the angle on him to put it up and over into the net. 2-goal game now, lots of time still for Iguana to get back in this and dig themselves out of the hole that they started putting themselves in early.
Minute and a half left to go. Waffles trying to get past Ryan early on the faceoff, not able to. Ryan up for a shot, nice touch here. Out in the box, big clear here by Anu. Juxta stops it to the wall immediately. And off the wall, this will be a pass off the backward that doesn't get far. Big shot here by Ryan though from an angle, and Anu has to get up late to make the save. Juxta keeping it in the Iguana and shot on net toward the corner. Bar down, that's 2 in the series so far, and they're up by 3.
Juxta gets around Anodeep there at midfield and then recovers really well to launch that one in. Waffles, I don't think, realized that angle was there for Juxta, who does a really good job putting that one on net and in to restore the 3-goal lead for Benchwarmers.
And they're just trying to hold on to the lead, as we said earlier, not too worried about Iguana putting the ball back and forth in their end. Juxta here just grabbing boost, no touch on that as it's a center pass here out to Waffles, who follows up. The lead is cut to 2 quickly, and they still have a chance.
Still have a chance with 58 seconds left here. Good pass by Anodeep. Puts it in a great spot to fall inside the near post for Waffles, who's in the good position to put that one in, with both Benchwarmers out of position to make a save.
I believe we also saw Ryan do a little bit of a boost aerobics. That's what it is. That's the word. A little bit of boost aerobics there on.
Boost
aerobics.
Okay.
Aerobics. Okay.
Calculated.
He wasn't off the ground. Okay.
Okay.
He was doing some aerobics. I'm bad at English, okay? But, you know, that caused that goal here with 30 seconds left to go. Iguana trying to find a way out of their end to cut the lead to 1 quickly. Waffles finally does into the corner on the backboard. Nice touch out to center. Anu just out of position. Not able to beat Juxta to it. Able to beat Ryan as he bumps him away. Waffles sends it deep into the corner. Ryan there to send it away again. Anodeep up off the backboard, looking for a follow-up from Waffles. No dunk as Juxta is able to get there in time. And a 50-50 the other way. That will be game number 2 to Benchwarmers. They solidify that with a 3rd goal for the lead. And they're up 2-0 in the series now.
Yeah, up 2-0 in the series. As Ryan just getting on top of that one to put the dagger in the back of Waffles there, looking for boost in the corner. 3-goal lead, 5 seconds left. Not going to happen here for Iguana. They're going to have to try and reverse sweep if they want to move on to the grand finals.
And definitely a strong showing in game one. Iguana just not able to come back after a devastating OT loss. A 5-second goal and then an 8 seconds into overtime they scored. So maybe we see them try to make a comeback here. Gonna have to say the bench warmers, they're probably gonna run with the momentum and be able to take game 3.
Yeah, you got to look at the shot counts here. Even pretty much out of both teams here, the difference being that I think it was bench warmers having a little bit more on target, is 2 saves out of Iguana, followed by 6 goals for bench warmer, whereas 7 shots, 3 goals, 3 saves. Shooting accuracy pretty much on point. Just the saves out of bench warmer being the difference in this one here. So we move on to game number 3. Match point for the bench warmers as they want to go on to the grand finals to play against Snurpy in a best of 5.
Now the big question is, can either of these teams compete with Snurpy in the way they work together as a team?
I feel like the way that the bench warmers have been playing in the 2 series that we've seen out of them, they have the potential. The question is whether or not they consistently get the ball into good positions for themselves that simultaneously pull Snurpy out of position, which is difficult given the fact that both Snares and Spider are very good with their positioning, especially in the 2v2 environment.
And already game 3 underway here. Almost an early goal for the bench warmers. Waffles on a dribble, trying to beat Juxta. Backflips, not able to beat him, but did beat Ryan. A follow-up by Anu deep, almost on the bottom right, just over top of Juxta, and they're up by 1.
As Waffles gets the good flick here, and then Juxta clears it away right into Anudeep, who gets up front of that Octane, lobs it over top of Juxta, who has just no opportunity to make that save. And it's first blood in game 3 for Iguana.
A little bit over the time it took bench warmers to score in game 2. Iguana here on offense early on out of that corner. Waffles up for a shot. A little back pass to Anu, who's out of position here, almost dunking Ryan inadvertently. This could be a goal for the bench warmers. Not able to center this one. Waffles there to send it away. Clear into the bench warmer and not there for more than a fraction of a second as it's sent back in by Ryan. Anu is across the wall, shot by Juxta. Great follow-up there, and they tie the game at 1.
Anudeep just doesn't quite get the touch I'm sure he wants off that. It rolls along the corner like it's going to keep rolling and then hits this weird corner off the part of the boards where it curves, where it's not really a curve, it's a series of small angles, and then it just flies back out in front for Juxta to put into the Iguana net.
And now we just see bench warmers bad touch there in net. Gonna follow it up. Waffles there, putting them up by 1 again, and that's a quick recovery.
Yeah, weak touch by Ryan there. It's off the top of his car, falls right for Waffles, who makes no mistake on that one with the open net, restoring that 1-goal lead for Iguana here.
4 minutes left to go in the game still. Game 3, we have the bench warmers up by 2, if you're just joining us in the series. And Iguana just trying to make a comeback here late. Wow, that was really awkward. Not sure why. Juxta, he went 50-50 in the other end, but barely keeping it away from his corner. Now is Ryan helping. And they pass out to Juxta for a long shot. Does take it just wide right. Ryan up for a redirect. Not able to get it. It's Juxta throws this the wrong way. No one back on defense. Powerful shot by Anu. Gonna put him up by 2 here early on in the game, and we'll see if they can hold it.
You and I talk about this a lot when we're casting 2s. The hard play off the backboard where there's no follow-up from the team on offense. Both the benchwarmers players were deep in the attacking third, so the ball goes hard off the backboard and falls away for the defenders who are actually pointed forward. Anudeep follows it up, puts it right into an open net. 3-1 game now.
The benchwarmers have a lot to live up to. Juxta on a dribble flick off the bar. He's hit the bar countless times tonight. And now we see it. It's Ryan, big bump in the offensive end, not able to get it on net with Anu. And it's in the corner. He's trying to play it out the center. Juxta, big dunk to keep it in the end. Out of the corner, Waffles there, not going to get the touch. Shot by Juxta wide. And Anudeep there to play it off the wall and get it into the benchwarmers and shot there. Looking for a second touch, not able to get it. It's sent away by Ryan. And Waffles will get beat. The corners, it's a big dunk by Ryan, and it goes straight to Juxta with a chance to score. Big dunk, almost a double touch off the backboard. And Ryan now back to play this one as Still waiting on him to move up and gain boost. He will pick up a dribble, send it straight into Anu. 50-50 to Waffles. Clears it into the Benchwarmers corner. Juxta, good touch up high. Ryan up for the follow. That one straight into Anu deep off the wall. Center here from Ryan, looking for Juxta. He falls back for boost. Will now contest this at the wall. We have 2 minutes left to go here in game number 3, and it looks like the Benchwarmers having trouble getting him in their own end now.
Not really sure about that one. It's been a little bit more back and forth. Don't really feel that same kind of pressure coming out of Iguana, and I don't really feel any pressure in return from Benchwarmers here. They need to find something, though, otherwise they're going to give up this game. Not sure they're super concerned with it already being up 2 games in the series, but
Thinking of something.
opportunities.
Wow.
There was an opportunity to lock the series up on the sweep. It just kind of ran away from them.
Yeah, we saw it now that they're just trying to find that goal as Waffles follows up on one, barely missing the 3-goal lead, and Anu is there to follow up on that one. Minute 40 left to go in this game, and that could be the first game for Iguana.
Big demo there by Anu deep in the backfield. Opens up the net perfectly. Waffles, little unlucky, doesn't put that one in first time. But the rotation from Anu deep, right on point. 4-1 game now for Iguana.
As, someone in chat got timed out for 600 seconds. GG. As off the wall here on the face-off. Anu back into his own end. Putting this for Waffles to play. Try to get it past Ryan here. Counters immediately off the boards. Anu straight into Juxta, gets a weak touch out toward the wall. Juxta still there, sends it to the other side with boost. And then this will be off the wall. Looking for a second touch out the center, not able to get it. Waffles out of the corner, missing that as well. It's just sort of sitting there wide open. Everybody missing this ball. And it's finally moving out toward Ryan. Almost gets beat by Waffles on a dribble. And he will send it back into the Iguana. And a follow-up off the backboard. Up high for Juxta. He could put this in the net for them as it's right at Waffles in a backward save. A minute left to go. We're down by 3. The Benchwarmers need one now to stay in it. Anu and Waffles on offense. Big demo by Ryan. Juxta is up for a second touch. Almost mind-gaming Anu with a higher touch. And it's dunked there by Ryan. It's off the bar. And back out in the center where it's played by Anu. Good touch by Ryan. Keep it away from his net. But Waffles, a big follow-up. To backward. Send this out of the corner as well. Straight to Anu. Juxta in net. Does get the save out toward Ryan. A pass out to Juxta to get downfield as it's a little bit of a bump from Waffles to disrupt the play. 20 seconds left to go. Waffles toward the wall. Anu is now there. Just going to keep it in the Benchwarmers in with 10 seconds left to go. Iguana will pick up game number 3. And a little bit of surprise here, but they opened up the scoring and they were able to hold it.
Good job by Iguana here to get the lead. And despite giving up the equalizer pretty quickly to the Benchwarmers, they recovered and got their lead back. Managed to take themselves a game here in this series, and the 3-2 prediction for the series might not be too far off here. I still just feel like the Benchwarmers have it in them to close out this series.
Especially here whenever we saw they were playing pretty well later on in that game. A couple of crossbar shots that did not go their way. I believe Juxta's probably hit it about 10 times tonight. And then Ryan just a little bit late on those follow-ups out on the wall. So maybe we see Benchwarmers pick up the series here, but Iguana playing strong here late in the game.
Yeah, Iguana just doing really well there to build their lead early and then kind of just grind down the Benchwarmers defense. But I think the Benchwarmers have the right idea with the demolition game, trying to pull Iguana out of their rotations and find openings to score those goals.
Yeah, I mean, Iguana just winning off the face-offs a lot here. Deep into the Benchwarmers. And it's Anu already boost managing Ryan, who has no boost to play this one out. He will keep it in the Benchwarmers end. Juxta picks one up, countered by Anu deep immediately on the backward, rolling out to the center here. Waffles was up for the shot, not able to get there in time. And Anu, another center off the backward, somewhat cleared away by Ryan as it's still high. Shot from Waffles to coming, it's barely a lob. And another clear by Ryan. Makes it into the Iguana end for about a second. Juxta back on defense to counter this one. Big pinch by Anu. Looking for Waffles, not there. And a big demo by Anu as they're still in the Benchwarmers end. Some decent boost management. Nice back pass to Anu with goal from Waffles. Not even a minute into this game yet as we see Ryan and Juxta in the same place. Center here from Anu. Juxta out, not able to beat Waffles. Now he will with a big axle breaker. All he has to do is beat Anu, which he doesn't. Waffles now picks up a dribble as He's down deep into the end. A big touch there from Ryan to keep it away as Juxta flipped in the net. And it's off the wall, back into the Iguana, and follow up here from Ryan. Not enough power to beat Anu. And it's into their own corner. Counter this one out the center, looking for Juxta to follow up. Nothing there. Big dunk from Ryan to keep it in the end. No one in net for now. Juxta looking for a centering pass here. He will get it, looking for the shot, not able to. As Anu send that away, and we're a minute and a half into this game with just a lot of offense back and forth.
Back and forth at either end. I don't really feel like there's been a great play out of either team, and that's...
Wow.
I wouldn't call that a great play, but that's something. It's
what a
just
dunk.
It's a monster dunk by Juxta here. Just reads that play off of Waffles so perfectly, and then gets his car angled in such a way that the side pod of the Octane finds the angle to put it on net instead of the front of the car, which would have just put it into the corner.
Now we see that 3:14 left to go in this game. And the lead for the bench performers, they're trying to close out this series. Juxta out of his own end, beating Anu over top, over to Ryan, who misses that touch. We'll follow it up with an awkward one here. Waffles will stop in the corner. And we're back the other way. Midway line picking up that boost. Juxta gets beat by Waffles. And off his own wall, not able to get it. Ryan gets this one out. And Waffles falling back on defense. His bumps from Anu are helping out. Big dribble. Juxta will stop that one in the box. Midway boost now. 3 players there to fight for possession. See Juxta moving up on this one. Beat by Waffles on net. Off the bar. Looking for a follow-up here, but Juxta back in time. And we'll send it back into the Iguana end. Picking up a dribble. Needs to get past Anu. He can't. Ryan now backwards. Not able to play this one as the shot comes wide of the net. Big clear by Juxta off the roof of his car. 2 minutes left to play in this game. Just seems like Iguana's having a hard time finding strong shots on net.
Xanadu picking up a savior medal there. Didn't look like the shot was in, but it might have found the inside of the post. Not really sure there. You're right. Neither team with really quality chances. Just that one dunk by Juxta finding the net, and Iguana just back and forth into the corners, and that's all they seem to be getting out of this. They're not able to find quality passes between them to open up the defense from the bench warmers.
And maybe another OT here in game 4, but bench warmers out of that corner looking for a goal. Juxta sends it just wide of the post, and Waffles sends it straight into Juxta. T will follow back up on a dribble. Nice shot on net, but Anu is there to save that one. Waffles to follow up into the corner. Anu misses that touch. Shot from Waffles coming far post. Juxta there to make the save. And he's out on the wall. Picking up a nice solo play here. Looking for a flick dunked by Waffles, but he might pick up another shot. He does, beating Anu, and that puts them up by 2 with a minute left.
Well, Anudeep actually had gone up for the aerial earlier, and you said he missed. I heard very clearly the sound of the ball hitting him, but it doesn't come out for him on that one. Juxta just following up on that one as both the Iguana players get stuck at midfield. Easy to beat them from midfield if they don't get any contact on the ball. And it's a 2-goal lead now for Benchwarmers late in game 4 when they're on match point.
Especially here with just that minute left. We need to see Iguana make something happen. Ryan keeping it in their end. Waffles here in his own corner trying to pick up a dribble. Nice flick to the other side. Juxta nowhere to be found yet in net. He is now there on that near post. Just a nice 50-50 to keep it away. And Ryan will miss the touch out of the corner. Waffles picks up a dribble in front of the Juxta. 1v1 play. Able to get it away into the corner again. 40 seconds left to go. All they're doing is holding it now. Do not break any axles there as it goes over to Brian on the other side. Shot on net. Waffles is back. No touch coming. That put them up by 3, and that has to be the dagger.
Has to be the dagger here. 30 seconds left, and the way Iguana have been playing, not really going to see them come out of this one, as they haven't shown any flashes of productive offense. So, I mean, anything can happen in Rocket League. We could see the most insane 3 goals in 33 seconds that you and I have ever seen in a Rocket League game. I just don't see it happening.
So the way Iguana is playing in their own end right now, just a weak touch out the Juxta. See Anu here trying to get it to the midway line. Ryan immediate counter, 15 seconds left to play, and looking forward to the finals right now. Big shot by Ryan. But with 10 seconds left to go, Juxta, nice little air drag here. He's capitalized with a 4th goal of the game for his team. And nothing really you can do about that one.
Nope, just a good pop-up to himself. Anudeep's on the backboard, not able to get there in time. So Juxta just It's the second touch down underneath the defender. 4-goal lead, 9 seconds. Game's over. 3-1 series for Benchwarmers.
And definitely something we sort of expected. We thought Benchwarmers would be able to close this out before the 3-2. Juxta, again, somewhat putting Ryan on his back for a couple of those games. But overall team effort, they played great, and they got it out of their end a lot more than Iguana was able to.
Just a lot better offense, I think, out of the Benchwarmer side, as the 9 shots, 4 goals to show for it. Just I felt like a lot better quality of play out of them compared to that of Anodeep and Maple Waffles. As they didn't play poorly. Just I don't think they could really find the goals that they needed to make that game happen. But just going to throw this over to a short break here as we set up the grand final between Benchwarmers and Snurpy. If you haven't already, follow us on Twitter at InanimateJ, at AgonyRL. We usually post pretty much all the time when we go live, but we are North American casters, so every so often you'll be getting tweet notifications at like 2 in the morning.
Yes, every so often. Well, pretty much every week.
Yeah, pretty much every week.
Pretty much every week you will get a tweet notification at 2 in the morning.
So we are going to throw this over to a break here just so that Agony and I can take a quick break, sort ourselves out, and get ourselves ready for a best-of-5 grand final between Snurpy and the Benchwarmers, who you just saw. You're watching Rocket League Asia Doubles number 3. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Been wearing life like it's a noose around my neck, hunting vultures as they fly. Every spring a flower blossoms in my head, and every winter time it dies. I've become the hunted. I've become the hunted. I've become the hunted. I've become the hunted.
wasting time on my own. All the places that we go, all this pain builds within. Footsteps fade, what could have been? Finally, I feel more free. The end of you and me, let it go, let it be. My heart belongs to me. My heart belongs to me. You're never gonna let me go, and I will never let you go. And now I'm feeling stronger, feeling stronger. You're never gonna let me go, and I will never let you go. And now I'm feeling stronger, feeling stronger. Feeling stronger, feeling stronger. Feeling stronger, feeling stronger. You're never gonna let me go, and I will never let you go. And now I'm feeling stronger, feeling stronger. You're never gonna let me go, and I will never let you go. And now I'm feeling stronger, feeling stronger.
Welcome back to Rocket League Doubles. In Asia number 3, as I was not prepared for my intro, thanks Agony. Feels bad, man. Rocket League Asia Doubles number 3, we are into our grand finals now between Snurpy, consisting of Spider and Snares, up against Rhine, and I forgot the other one for bench.
Juxta.
Or Juxta, thank
How
you.
can you forget? How can you forget Juxta, the man, the myth, the legend? So,
Pretty easy. It's been an 18-hour day, and I've been casting for the last 4.5 to 5 hours.
you know, it's been I don't know what time is it. It's been about a 4-hour day for me. So I'm doing pretty good.
It feels good, man.
I'm eating fries and
Feels good.
fish sandwiches. So
Anyway, not
All
going to set this one up too much. Snurpy, resident champions of the doubles events here at Rocket League Asia. Very strong team, but Juxta and Ryan, nothing to sneeze at. Been showing very well for the last couple of series that we've seen them in.
well, you might sneeze at them, but at least there'd be a napkin in front of you, so it wouldn't get too far. God, I'm bad. I think this is going to be a close series, to be honest. As you said, Juxta and Ryan working pretty well together to maybe be able to counter Snares and Spider on that team. Works good defense at midfield, but they're going to need to get through the series.
As I hear an engine going in game, I hope that we don't have a false start here. Not quite sure if everybody's in it. I see Ryan. I don't see Snare, Spider, or Juxta. As everybody gets in, we're good to go. Just in the nick of time.
Yeah, barely last second everybody joins in here for game one of this best of 5 in the grand finals. And early on, Snares gets demoed by Ryan. Spider, a dribble here. Tries to just beat Juxta, not able to. Big dunk the other way. Snares back on defense, clear off the backboard. It's out to the wall where it's countered by Ryan. Snares, big clear on the ground, straight to Juxta, who counters that one. Spider will get a 50-50 with Juxta into the corner. And Ryan there, shot on net where Snares will clear it away. A lot of back and forth early on here. Barely 30 seconds in, and we see Benchwarmers on the attack. Snares trying to get it out of the end. He does. Big flick just off target. Ryan there, 50-50. Out the Spider, who tops it high. Juxta coming up for the follow. Snares stares into the wall. So he'll come off the wall for a shot on net. Maybe looking for a double touch. Not able to get it. And Ryan will send this away. Spider moving up. Big clear onto the backboard. It's not a clear, but a big pass. Just a back pass now. Snares, who is there, but Juxta will beat him. Into the corner, we're over a minute into this game already. For a pass now. Juxta falls back off Ryan's pass. Spider, a big clear onto the top of Juxta. Right to Snares, who's into the backboard. Big chance here for Spider to follow up. He does, but not able to touch the ball. Juxta sends it toward the wall where Snares will counter in the corner. Backboard pass out the center. No one there. Big clear by Ryan. Sent it to the wall. And we're back into the corner now. Ryan outward. Spider picks up a dribble. Could pass the Snares here. He doesn't. Just keeps it in the corners. Ryan will stop him. Big backflip by Spider to keep it somewhat contained as Snares sends it in the corner. We're 2 minutes into this game. No productive shots on that yet, but it's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, really nothing productive out of either team. I think Spider might have had the best opportunity early on with that dribble, just not getting anywhere with it, as neither team able to find anything short of weak shots on goal or things wide of the net.
And now we see it now. Snares on offense, bumping Juxta and Ryan. Well, bumping Ryan everywhere. Juxta on defense. Spider feels backflip off the wall. Big clear here by Ryan. We're at the backward. Snares will clear this away across his own net. Ryan is there to challenge, but a pinch by Snares gets it away. Touch off the wall here, trying to pick up a dribble to control. Big bounce pass out to Spider, who is there. Bumped away by Juxta and clear to the backboard. Now in the corner, Juxta out to Ryan. Gets a touch on it, but Snares is there looking for the touch out the center. Not able to get it. Spider there for a dunk. And he sends it to the corner. It's Ryan now. Able to try to beat Snares. Not able to, though. Juxta misses one in this corner. Now up to the ceiling, looking for a touch from Snares. He does get it. Spider, a pass off the backboard. Juxta feels back foot. Big chance. Man, I'm having so many hiccups right now. It's really fun. It's Snares off the backboard right to Juxta, who sends it out to Snares again. Spider not following that up. Called off by his teammate, but now he picks up a pass to Snares. What a touch, and that's just below the bar, and they pick up the lead.
Spider, really good power slide underneath this one. Actually, a little touch off the roof to keep that under control. Then a great pass to Snares, who gets up over top of Ryan, putting in the first goal for Snurpy here really late in this one. Still time, though, for Benchwarmers.
Everybody giving Snurpy their energy in chat here, as just like you said, more than a minute to go. A lot of time. The Benchwarmers seem to be struggling at the moment as Spider gets a huge demo shot from Snares. Big save by Ryan. And that's Juxta getting a 50-50 to keep it away. Aerial from Ryan is missed. Shot from Spider coming. Will be on net. Juxta, nice tip away into the corner. Spider still with it off the backboard. Ryan back to the wall where Snares is waiting. A minute left to go in this game. Shot on that bar. Not going to find its way in. It's waiting for Spider. Nowhere to be found as Juxta sends it way to the wall. And Snares there to keep it in the zone. Juxta, big clear back the other way toward the net. Gonna follow this up off the backboard pass to Ryan. He's out of position. And Spider picking up a nice little air touch there. Not able to get it past Ryan. So it goes into the corner with 56 seconds left to go. A lot of back and forth here. Probably not going to be a goal in this last minute unless Snurpy finds a way to put one in again.
Well, I'm not quite sure about that because, you know, one missed positioning, one missed touch out of the Snurpy team, and it could be going back the other way on a run back or just any kind of good shot. But you're right, they feel like the better team right now is Benchwarmers, not able to get out of their own end for any length of time.
And you see there's Spider just dunking Juxta at the midway line. And Ryan here, shot on net, tipped away by Snares. Spider is on the wall to get another touch on it, leaving Juxta out of position in the air. And a ground pen from Spider lets him control it and send it to the wall. We have Ryan off the wall looking for that second aerial touch. Does get it. Will not find its way to center. Spider and Snares were both there. Ryan up for a shot late in this game. 2 seconds left. Spider a clear away. A 0-second dream for Snurpy here to just get 2 goals. Off the backboard for Snares. Snares pops it off the ceiling. Ryan sending it away, just trying to control this. And no 0-second dream here for Benchwarmers. That's 1-0 Snurpy in game 1.
Yeah, very close game, though, is just the one goal separating the two teams, which was a really good passing play between Snares and Spider. Snares coming up big on the defense, so 3 saves, as it's 3/4 of the shots on goal for Benchwarmer being turned away by the Snurpy captain here.
Looking at the Benchwarmers side, it seems like they actually got most of their shots in at the beginning of the game. And then after that, it was just a Snurpy show when they scored that first goal, keeping it mostly in the Benchwarmers end. And the only possible offensive chances the Benchwarmers had were goofed by the backboard defense.
You gotta agree with you on that one, and I want to look for Benchwarmers to push forward a little bit more in game number 2 and put Snurpy under pressure in their own end, trying to get them to make a mistake that they can capitalize on. I don't really feel like they're going to beat them in open play. They kind of have to get them to make a mistake, leave an open net or something for Benchwarmers to capitalize on.
And right now the Benchwarmers trying to get early offense going. Snares good at backflip. Get away from his net, but Juxta, a pass to Ryan. It was somewhat of a pinch. Finds its way into the corner. Snares controls this. He's off the wall. Could get a second touch here. Looking for a Goomba stomp on Ryan. Not able to get it, but Spider, a follow-up shot on net, will find its way in. Ryan, just a little bit of a desperation there, not able to get it away.
Yeah, almost a clear away by Ryan, but it's the weak touch there that pops it into midfield for Spider to play. It really kind of sets that one up. Really unfortunate for him that he couldn't get a stronger touch to clear that maybe further toward the boards and prevent Spider from that opportunity to shoot the ball on goal.
And now the face-off going back into the Benchwarmers' favor. Juxta looking for an early start. Not able to get it. Snares get the 50-50 with him off the ceiling. Shot on net the other way. Ryan in position. A lot of backward saves coming from him. We're only 40 seconds into this game. Spider pass out the Snares. Who is up for this one. Sends it wide into the corner. Followed up by Spider off the backboard again. Need a clear from Ryan. He does get it. Now he's one-on-one with Snares the other way. Big axle breaker there. That'll be the first goal of the series for Benchwarmers.
And there you go. You get the run back the other way as Ryan actually gets that one past Snares at midfield. And it was a hard play off the backboard from Spider. And just kind of caught Snares out of position. It's Benchwarmers' first goal on the board here. 4 minutes left to play, so they're back in this one right now on level terms.
The Benchwarmers finally finding that goal. Just took a little bit of solo play from Ryan. Juxta a little bit non-existent here in the series so far. Spider, big shot on net to follow this up. Almost finding to go back early. He can still find it off the bar. Snares nowhere to be found. Spider slows this one down enough for Snares to play it onto the wall, though. Touch off the wall here. Sent straight to Juxta, who gets one off the ceiling. Could find its way in, but Snares able to clear it away easily. Out to the midway line where Ryan will play it. A shot on that far post. A little bit off. Spider to the wall. We're a minute and a half into this game, and it just seems like Snurpy is barely able to keep it away from their net. I think I lost Jay.
Yeah, sorry, I just kind of drifted off for a second there. It's back and forth again between the two teams here, and it's, again, this game's looking for an opening. One team looking for the other one to make a mistake. I think right there,
that mistake right
that
there.
is it. Yeah, it's Juxta just getting the weak touch off the backboard. Not even off the backboard, just coming way out of his net to make that aerial touch. Falls right to Spider again, beneficiary of a defensive misplay for the Benchwarmers. They find themselves down by 1 again.
The only thing about that touch is if he would have waited just a little bit longer and he would have been patient in net, it's a price situation. You're playing against Snurpy. They're going to follow that up off the backboard. As you know, they use that backboard a lot in their play style. Spider here, clear out to the middle, wide open in the box. Could follow up. He does. What an angle from Spider. They want to put him up by 2.
Completes the hat trick, coming across on this one. It's a good angle, finds that part of the side of the corner that just puts it out in front for himself, and then has just enough time to catch up to that one and direct it on goal to give his team a 2-goal lead here in the second game of the series.
Yeah, just before halftime in this best of 5, and I feel like we might see Snurpy be able to take a 2-0 lead. Spider here in his own end, nice tip away. Snares in net, waiting patiently for this one. Sending it the wrong way, maybe an own goal, not gonna happen. He is backwards for this as Spider helps him out. Leaves that boost into corners, he's off the ceiling. And Ryan will send it back in. Very patient play from Ryan here, nice pass out the center, looking for Juxta, who is there. Shot on net opposite corner of Snares, and they'll bring the lead down to 1.
It's a good job here by Ryan, just reading that play to tap it out in front, catching Snares off guard. Juxta's following up, sees the play develop, just drives that straight into goal, and you're right, lead down to 1 goal. 2 minutes 20 seconds here, lots of time left for Benchwarmers to tie it up.
And yeah, especially with the way they're playing off face-offs right now, Spider sending this a really bad spot, but Ryan not able to capitalize on this. Snares on the wall, out to the midway line. Spider right with him. Nice little flick here. He could capitalize. He misses on the bottom right. Big follow-up by Spider, and they're up by 2 again.
Spider just getting all the offense here. Snares gets a great flick and really unlucky to put that off the inside of the post and away. Ryan not able to catch up to that one as Juxta got his axles broken at the midfield line. And 2-goal lead again for Snurpy, though. 2 minutes left to play here. Benchwarmers still have a chance, but they need to score soon.
Now we see it, Juxta just on the face-off. They get a lot of offensive possession on this face-off. They just let go of it early on. You see Snares here, passed out the Spider. Good ceiling roll for him. He's going to wait over on the wall. Shot on net will find its way in off the bar. They are up by 3.
Spider almost on the double hat trick here now, as just a great power slide to align himself on the boards. It jumps off, gets a great angle on that one. Bar down and in. 3-goal game now for Snurpy. Looking to run away with this one.
Not something we expected here in Game 2. As Game 1 was really close. Maybe Benchwarmers getting a taste of the own tilt medicine they gave to a few other teams. See Snares here, big clear, straight in the Rhine. Spider going back to try to contest this on the backward. He will, but weak touch, bad position there. Snares not able to get to it. Spider rushing back to net. Big shot from Ryan coming. Big save as well. And Juxta keeping it in the end as we're looking for Snares to get back on defense. Finally shows up as Spider clears it away. Bounces toward the wall. And off the backward here from Snares. Did follow up there, put them up by 4 with a minute left to go.
Snares finally getting on the board here. He launches the ball downfield. Juxta a little bit out of position. And then Ryan looking like he had a thought to go for boost and realized that Snares had gotten the ball back downfield. And unfortunately for the Benchwarmers, now down 4 goals. Looking like they're going to have to reverse sweep to try and get this series to go in their favor.
Benchwarmers saying, yay, 10 keys. Is there a second place prize for this one?
I'm not sure. Sylvan no longer in chat either, so I wonder if ALS knows and can confirm to me in Steam chat a little bit later on.
Alright, so a minute left to go here in Game 2. And a shot on net there from Ryan. Barely missing. Follow-up by Juxta. Perfect placement on that. And that possibly did 3, but maybe a little bit too late.
Might be a little bit too late, you're right. They need to score 3 in 15 seconds each. But a great pass there by Ryan out in front for Juxta. Very hard off the backboard, out of the reach of, I believe it was Snares. Benchwarmers have a very narrow lifeline to get back into this one.
Now, seems like they're probably going to be able to get a little bit of it going, but Snares back on defense. Clear pass Juxta's. Ryan is there, bad touch, but no one to follow up. Out of the corner here, Spider follows up on an angle. What a shot by him. All he has to do is follow it up off the post. Ionix Bliss. And it's back the other way. Snares not able to get a touch. There is the follow-up. Lead cut to 2. There's still a chance, but not a big one.
Need a face-off goal and then to buy yourself enough time for a 0-second hero. It's Juxta with the Psionics please in the chat as well. As, yeah, it's just an awkward bounce forward and a follow-up there for Benchwarmers.
Snares also not able to make that play in defense. This could be the face-off goal here, though. Big dunk, but not able to put it on net. Spider sends it out the center. Snares with it now. Beat Juxta on the backward. He won't. Big pinch the other way. 10 seconds left to go. Be a hold for Snurpy now. As long as they get this clear, the game is theirs. No dunk coming. 3 seconds left to go. That's going to be Game 2 to Snurpy, and they're up 2-0 in the series. Just a chance to clinch this out next game, and I think they can do it.
I think it really just depends on who comes out swinging a little bit more strong in this one. If Benchwarmer can put a little bit more on target more frequently and force Snurpy into, like I said, making mistakes and not being as strong as they are on offense, they have a shot in this one. But again, without getting the ball downfield and keeping it there for any length of time, it's really hard to it's really hard to generate offense.
I think I made Ryan wonder if he was going to get his keys or not. Sorry, I'm having issues with my mic right now. See Snares early on here in Game 3, big clear into the Benchwarmers and Juxta. Really weird aerial touch to keep this from going to his net. Ryan a good follow-up. Snares a even better counter. Rolls down off that backward as Juxta Out past the midway line on a dribble now. Able to beat Spider. Snares back. What a save on a pinch. And we're back the other way with Spider. Shot on net. Juxta is there. Good tip away. Good touch by Spider, though. Great the Juxta. Just high ball into the Snurpy end. Snares dribble back into the bench warmers, though, as Ryan there in the corner. Beat him on a 50-50, and Spider off the wall. Another shot on that far post, just wide. Juxta able to follow up and get it out of his own end. Minute into the game already. No productive offense yet as we see Spider here popping this up in his own end. Ryan, no touch, as that will leave Juxta back on defense by himself. Touch by Snares. Trying to follow up, no dunk. This is back on net the other way. Spider needs a touch away. He gets it, but barely. It's gonna find its way in. A little bit of an own goal, but it was going in anyway.
Yeah, not quite enough power on the clear by Spider going back towards his own goal. Just taps it up, but it's still carrying in. Falls underneath the bar. Juxta has the first one for the benchwarmers here as they look to get back in the series.
Barely over that minute. Benchwarmers, if they do pick up this game, forcing a game 4. But Juxta put a center this one, almost a follow by Ryan, but a big clear by Snares. Now turning around to Juxta, dunk by Spider on net. What a monster dunk as Michael Jordan has entered the house, and there is the tying goal.
Juxta tries to bring this one under control at midfield, but the first touch is an easy read for Spider. And Ryan out of position on the other side, comes across, misses the clear. Spider has the goal in for the equalizer.
And not something we expected early on. No one goes to that face-off on the benchwarmer's side. It's a bounce off the ceiling. Snares a follow-up. Had a chance to shoot, but passes it Spider anyway. And in the corner, trying to beat Juxta. Juxta, he does. But Juxta lands for a second touch. And he is into the Snurpy end. Beat by Snares in a little bit of mind games. It looks like Snares picks up a dribble, trying to beat Ryan. Almost able to as he's off the backboard. No touch. Spider waiting patiently to keep this in the end. He will. 3 minutes left to go here in game number 3. Spider follows up a great pass out to Snares, but Juxta able to get this away slowly and kill it with Snares on a 50-50. Ryan back the other way, straight to Spider into the corner. And a pass off the backboard as Spider follows up. We are over 2 minutes into this game. Just a lot of back and forth leading up to goals.
A lot closer this time as both teams kind of finding their rhythm, being a little bit more evenly matched. Not seeing Snurpy running away with this one as benchwarmers did get the opening goal. As we reach the halfway mark in this one, look for a team to make a mistake, and if it gets capitalized on for a goal, I feel like that might be the momentum shift that one team needs to win this one.
And just over that halftime, Snares here following up big time in the benchwarmers. Then good pinch away by Ryan. Spider there to follow up, but he sends it to the wall for a dribble. Good pinch into the corner, but Ryan there to counter. Snares now. Weak shot on net, cleared away by Juxta. Spider moving up on this one, sends it deep into the benchwarmers corner again. Good pinch away. Ryan there stops it again in the corner. Not making it pass there for a while now, as there's 2 minutes left to play here in game 3. Snares up the corner now for Juxta to play. That one, Snares will pivot up a little bit. Juxta right to Spider, who follows up with a shot. Off the backboard is Ryan. Spider center off the bar. Snares not able to follow up for the game-leading goal. A minute and 30 left to play. We're back the other way with Juxta. Big play by Spider. Nice counter. All he has to do is beat Ryan as he knocked it into the corner. Touch there from Juxta to disrupt the play. And Snares up a big 50-50 to the other corner. Spider moving up on this one a little bit slowly here, just giving Ryan and Juxta time to play with it. He's able to beat both of them. Chance to run away with it. There's the go-ahead goal with a minute left to go, and that could cost benchwarmers the series.
Might be the series clinching goal for Spider here as he does a really good job to align his car in a way to bounce that past both benchwarmers who are inexplicably in the same spot on that clear. Unfortunately for them, that might be the goal that ends their hopes of taking this doubles event against a really strong side in Snares and Spider.
Minute left to go. And Harris getting this out of his own end, looking for a touch. Spider, a nice follow-up upside down off the backboard. Keeping it in the benchwarmers end. Just a minute left to kill here as the timer has started counting down. Spider able to put this on net. Snares will, though, very weak, as this will give time to Ryan to make the save. Bumped into Juxta. Now Juxta has to make the play in the corner, and he will. off the wall, out to center. There was no one there. His teammate got demoed in the backfield. Spider now following this up out of the corner. Big dunk off the backwards. Nares moving into the corner to play this one. Will go off the ceiling. Touches this the wrong way with the pinch. Spider now there. Get it up onto that backward. Big punch onto the other side with 30 seconds left to play. Still a 1-goal game. Chance for Benchwarmers to get back in on this run, but a big dunk by Snares. And a 50-50 with Ryan to keep it away from the net. Ryan misses that one. Spider is out. Big clear. No one back in net right now for the Benchwarmers. Snares just trying to get this out the center. Beats Ryan. Also beats Juxta, but Spider out of position and play it. With a 5-second dream now for Benchwarmers to get this out of their own end. There's the pop. No one's going to touch this, though, as it bounces down. Snurpy, a 3-0 sweep in the finals to take it. And a 2-1 game 3. Pretty good series for them, though.
Great series by Snurpy. They played really, really well throughout this tournament. Benchwarmers, unfortunately, just falling a little bit short at the final hurdle, not able to put more than a couple of goals in on this Snurpy squad. And on that note, does bring us to the end of our tournament today. A little bit faster than normal as we did switch it to single elim, but still a good 3 hours with the number of teams we got. So I think if the attendance numbers come up in the next couple of weeks, the single elim will probably still be running about as long as the other events have been in the past. For us, I think that might be doing it here. Aside from our usual plugs, Agony, not much more to break down between the games here.
Yeah, I mean, nobody else can see this, but I messed with Juxta and Ryan in chat. They said when did they get their keys? Told them they had to fill out a form, and it's a 7-day wait period. But I think that, coming down to the grand finals, it was just a well-fought match in between both teams, and Snurpy was just able to edge out. Game 2 probably helped them just a little bit, able to run away early on, and then that last game just scoring late sort of throws Benchwarmers under the bus because it puts a lot more pressure on them. So I have to say, probably one of the better semifinals and finals I've casted for RLA. Is it just seems like all the teams were competitive in the way they played.
A lot of evenly matched match series between the teams here, and after the stumbles that we had at the start of this one, a very refreshing change of pace. So we finally managed to get some really good matches in here and get everybody on board with that. So on that note, my name is InanimateJ. Follow me on Twitter at InanimateJ. He is at AgonyRL on Twitter, as well as the league itself, the organization. Great job by all the guys here at RLA. ALS with the lobby management, and Sylvan with everything else behind the scenes. I think might have gotten locked in the washroom again today. Not sure. He did say that he was he was not going to be very active today in the Twitch chat, so I did have a heads up about that one.
He got locked in the washroom. Don't let him lie to you.
Yeah, not sure. I haven't had a message from him since about the start of the tournament 3 hours ago, so there is a very good chance that he got locked in there. If you haven't already, throw us a follow on the Twitch channel, as well as Twitter at Our League Asia, as well as myself and Agony on our personal ones. We message our Twitter followers pretty much every time we go live. That does it for Rocket League Asia doubles number 3. Not sure if we'll have another tournament next weekend on Christmas Eve. We'll have those details coming up. If you haven't already, you can hit up the Discord. The link is there in chat, as well as the Steam group, and notifications go out both those places when registrations for tournaments go live. But for us in the booth for ALS with the lobby management, thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys next time on Rocket League Asia. Have a great night. Keep your boost full. We'll see you later.